I'm jumping rope yesterday before I go throw up, and a guy jogs up to me, dude, and I was telling Bobby this, in my neighborhood, an older white dude, and I think he's a couple years older.
Did he yell, "Help! They're everywhere"?
No, and he's got beat up.
Please, sir, do you have a knife or gun I could borrow?
It's over there. He's got fucking beat up jogging shoes. Like, hey, I was just working out. He's like, where'd you get those shoes? And we get to talking, and it turns out he's completely fucking on the left, and he thinks it's an interaction, but we're talking like dudes. And he's, what, you're not vaccinated? And I go, no. And he doesn't go arrogantly. He doesn't go, ugh. He looks at me. He goes, you're not vaccinated? I go, no. And he looks at me like this. I think that's a bad choice.
Wait, aren't you supposed to say?
What's that?
Isn't everyone?
Isn't everyone?
Because I was actually having a conversation with him, and when he said it, I said no, and it was he didn't go, why not, or you're dumb. He looked at me up and down. He's like, I think that's a bad choice.
What'd
it was genuinely his input. It was just a dude who knows. And then I asked him like how old he was. It's like, well, he's like, well, I'm older. How old? The guy goes, I'm 78. I swear to God, guy looked like he was 55 at best.
Probably because the vaccine.
Yeah, probably made him younger. But we were totally on both sides, and we talked for like half an hour. Got his number. Probably gonna plurp him in the ass. Good dude, lives on my street.
You got his number?
Yeah, because he's a regular dude, and the world's coming back. I'm like, we need to have this discussion over drinks. My pencil.
Yes, make sure you don't take any calls.
My pencil was dropped by a weightlifter. Sorry. I don't even. And you are. I don't. Oh, this is the guy. Let me guess. Oh, I remember you. You're the guy that was talking to me when I was jumping.
You got it, pal. How are you? Just waiting to move my car, alternate street parking.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, thanks. Mark. Not
jumping any rope today, Mean Gene?
No, Mark, I'm not. Now, when I saw you yesterday, you looked a lot, I'm going to say, younger and healthier. And I don't remember the really flappy tits.
You got the vaccine.
I didn't get it. I said, no, your hearing.
It's been really achy.
Well, I'm going to be honest.
A lot of cold.
Are you okay, Mark?
And I keep forgetting stuff.
Yeah.
I forgot. Look at me. No shirt.
Yeah, I said.
I forgot to put my shirt on.
That's all I can look at.
I'm sure it's fine. I follow the science.
Go on.
What day is today?
Today's Monday.
We moved the cars today or no?
Nope. Thursday and Friday.
What?
In our neighborhood. Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday.
Now, what street do you live on again?
I'm going to sit here for a bit. The AC's on.
Why is your windows open?
Huh? Hey, bestie. Come on, sit down. Let's talk about old times. You remember when we first met?
I've known you for 15 minutes of my entire life. How's your wife? What'd you say was wrong with her again?
Oh, real sick.
No. She's completely healthy, but she's deaf, remember?
Yeah, sick in the ears.
It's not sick in the ears. It's just deaf. What kind of car is that? That looks like, is that leather? Do you think it's weird in this heat to wear no shirt on a leather seat? Seems so gross.
Yeah, it's sticky. You want to come sit in?
No, I don't. Seems weird.
Hey, what are you up to tonight? You doing some of your skits?
I am, actually I'm on, thank you for asking. Mark, is that your name?
Mm-hmm.
I am on Chrissy Mayr's 100th podcast episode. Probably be doing some pre-gaming beforehand at Sullivan's with my buddy fucking Lump who's here.
What's that?
What's that? Lump. It's like what I'm looking at on each of your tits.
No. Poopcast?
A podcast.
Ah.
You were listening to a podcast the other day when you were jogging, remember?
No, that is the radio.
Nope. You didn't have you weren't jogging with a fucking boombox. Now, what kind of sneakers were you wearing, you said?
Same as everybody else. New Balance, Adidas, New Balance.
Those were the two we talked about.
Yeah. What do you wear?
I was wearing these old Pumas.
Sneakers are the best things to talk about. And let me ask you this.
Sure. I can't even.
You remember when everybody was thanking the responders, the pots and pans?
I do indeed, Mark.
Did you do that?
I did do that.
You did?
I did. Didn't you?
Of course. That's a good choice.
Now, what street do you live on?
What? 108.
Wait, are you deaf or is your wife?
No, I was going to ask if you could come by with your pots and pans and do them around my wife's ears.
Well, yours is better.
See, a lot of people told me I should have been a comedian that skips rope in the park.
Is that what they told you, Mark?
They did.
Okay. But you instead chose a life of service. You went to Mongolia to teach children English, correct?
I did. Loved Mongolia. Great barbecue.
Now what? Mongolian barbecue. I got that. Very good, Mark. Let me ask you, what region of Mongolia were you in?
South.
What's it called?
South Mongolia.
Garrett, can we look up South Mongolia on the map? I want to see where he was exactly.
Hey, buddy.
What's that?
You want to go for a little drive, whip around, go grab some White Castle?
No, I'm good.
Knock a few pops back?
I don't want to knock a few pops back. You said you didn't drink the other day.
I will if it's hanging out with you, my best friend.
That's right, Mark.
Now, look, real quick, before we become best friends,
Sure,
can you call your brother and tell him that I'm your new best friend?
I'll do it right. I'll do it right now. Do it right now.
You want to listen to a little Al Jolson in the car?
Really, Al Jolson?
Yeah.
That's what's your favorite Al Jolson song?
Give my regards to Broadway.
No. That is not Al Jolson.
Singing in the Rain.
Nope.
How I love ya.
Mammy. Mammy.
So your favorite song is Mammy by Al Jolson.
Yep. Sing it all the time when I'm walking around here.
You'll go jogging.
How I love you, my dear old mammy.
This is gonna bug me. This is an unforced error. This is when you're about to like to win it.
And now I want to see you deal with the fallout.
There's not gonna be any fallout.
Of course there is. Ari's gonna email and go, hey, these people said that they heard someone say this.
Oh, Ari.
Oh, I want you to talk to this guy. We have a Skype coming in.
No, you don't get to see that one. Hey, everybody. How are you? Welcome to In Hot Water. Wow. Sometimes, there's too much light here. Oh, that's a lot better, right? That's a lot better. Let's crank this up. There we go. Oh, do we like that? I think we like that, right?
I'm not on the screen.
What's that?
I'm not on the screen.
Please don't do. No, Felicia, you're not on the screen.
Oh my God.
What?
Please don't.
What?
I just was asking.
What were you asking? Am I on the screen? Sorry, again, I cannot thank Bob enough for this mouse, but it's got a button here that if I hit with my fat thumb and I hit things because I have fat thumbs, I tend to knock them off. So, guys, hey, happy fucking Tuesday. Not gonna lie to you, I think mostly I'm doing this stream. Why is this camera low? Mostly I'm doing this stream to make it up for Frankie, who we never got to yesterday, while we were sitting discussing solving the world's problems. Yes, the sound is back. Nice necklace square. I like this necklace. It's a charger necklace with a little titanium. And because I've said this before, shout out Jesse James, because to quote Homer Simpson, I am the highly suggestible type. I like to think that, the titanium is good for the blood circulation. And since I think that, it is. It really is. That's that simple. Like I've said it before, the bind, it heals you and all that stuff. So if you believe something works, it fucking works. Like this awesome bracelet my wife gave me for, I'm probably going to get carpal tunnel if I don't have it already because I broke my scaphoid bone snowboarding. I used to snowboard. I like to say I still do. I used to, but I still do. I'd like to do that fucking Mitch Hedberg co-opted by the DabbleVerse bit, but I haven't lately. So, yeah. And again, would someone please tell me why Geno is a hack now? Because it's so funny you bring this up, and then I'll get to the shit I wanted to talk about. Corn Seagull was legendary. And I got to point out, like, I just found, like, a place, like, where some of the greatest In Hot Water clips are. I'm not going to say it if you don't know it. I'm going to make you look for them. I'm going to make you earn it. But it really is the cheat sheet to put up the best of clips. Like last week, I think you saw we put up, I can't even remember what it was already. But it was really good. They're all really good clips, and it really does take me back. I'm very happy. I need to do that more. Where I just watch old clips of In Hot Water because, again, I don't know if you saw the fight heard around the world in the DabbleVerse, but apparently, this is pretty slow. Apparently, I got smoked yesterday by a senile old man. And yeah, that's great if you think that. But again, this is something else I've often said, and this is about me, and this is about Aaron, and this is about the incredible piece of art that is and always will be in hot water. That was a doozy yesterday. 4 hours. It was like fucking 4 hours. 4 hours and no Frankie. That is. Yes, you do, Jesse James. Love you, buddy. But I used to say to Aaron, and you just saw it there, and that's why I'm saying I want to show more clips. I used to say to Aaron, I don't know what we're doing, Aaron, but we're really good at it. And Aaron didn't want to be different. Aaron wanted to be, and God bless him if he could do it, Aaron wanted to be better than Chris Rock. Aaron wanted to be better than Joe Rogan. Aaron wanted to be better than Louis C.K. And watch this. I wish him well. I wish him luck with that. But he could not wrap his brain around how good we were at doing what nobody else was doing. That was in hot water. Now, I like to think I didn't take it for granted, and I'll be the first to admit, maybe I hold on too much to it. But I did like, I don't think I do, but if you think I do, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. But I've always been a firm believer in, I've said this, you enjoy point A and it leads to point B. And I think whatever I was doing it in hot water will lead to the next thing. And I was having a conversation with my brother today, which I think is so funny because I talk to him a lot. I tell him I use him and my wife as soundboards because I respect their opinions. And we don't always agree on everything, which I also like, and as long as people understand, like I was saying to Pete, I'm a nice guy until I'm not. And I'm like, like a lot more often lately I've been not. But then I said this to Pete and he agreed with me. He agreed. He's like, yeah. He's like, that's true. I get it. Because I said, it's my fault for being so naive and not realizing how insecure people can be. Now, I've never thought of myself as secure so much as just foolishly overconfident. I talked about the story yesterday, and this is going to tie into what I'm getting at, because I did read some Camus today, and some of the stuff he wrote in. I have the book somewhere. It's such a good little book. It's called Create Dangerously. Where did I put it? But I was talking. No. It's a cute little book. Here it is. Create Dangerously. I know I wasn't crazy. Thank you. Right where my wife, I thought my wife would put it. Thank you, baby. Create Dangerously, the power of responsibility of the artist. I was reading some of that today, not from the book. I'd love to say I picked up the book and read it, but I was reading an article, which we'll talk about. And like I said, I if anything, I've always considered myself not like confident, but just excuse me, not just overconfident. Okay, not secure. That's like not overly secure, not just overly confident in what I say and that I'm saying it for the right reasons. Okay, so when we did in hot water, and I couldn't wait to bring all the people that helped me. I love saying that phrase, get behind that desk. And now I'm behind this desk to the right of my couch. But I couldn't help but bring, and so many people I brought on acted like assholes. And let me rephrase, acted, in my opinion, like assholes. And again, this is when I'm 48, 49, 50. I'm set in my ways. I have synapses that are grooved together. So I don't have time to take a deep breath. Unlike God bless him, my brother who lived in the business world and knows the protocol and had to get to where he was by not only being intelligent and really good at what he does, but by behaving and following the social mores. But I got to where I was by being authentic and speaking my mind, because when I speak my mind, I'm not a bad person. I've never said anything duplicitously. I've never said something duplicitously to hurt someone. I never said something like, if I do this, I'll make more money than him. If I do this, I'll be more famous than them. Never did that. And I never said, if you watch In Hot Water, I'm a legendary assist man. I used to say I'm the John Stockton. I never said I have to be funnier than anyone here. And anyone that came on, you know it. anyone that loved In Hot Water, and thank you, me and my brother were talking about this. Anyone that loved In Hot Water, bless you, baby. Anyone that's not a sneeze, but she thinks it is. Anyone that, my beautiful wife, anyone that loved In Hot Water, the really loyal people came over on Rumble. So I cannot thank you enough for that. Because me and my brother were discussing that also. It's like, why didn't people go over to Rumble? I switched over. It wasn't difficult. Well, it's harder than doing nothing. It's harder than doing nothing. It's funny you ask how long till I'm on. I don't know. Because this is another thing. YouTube keeps fucking with me. I told you I fucking was suspended for a year, lost tons of subs, tons of momentum. Fucking they apologized, give me my page back, and I'm about to be monetized. Like, nope. They made me wait a month. Watch, it gives you this. I don't even know what to issue. It made me wait a month to get monetized. And then it came up. It's like, all right, you just need another 1,500 watch hours. And we talked about this. It went from 1,500 to 1,600 to 14 to 13 to 12. It kept going down because of the gap of a year where I had 0 watch hours and they were falling off. Well, finally, I get to 3,000 and it does it again. And I'm right back where I was 2 days after they gave me my page back. And I'm waiting for a month to see if I monetize because YouTube can suck my dick, which is why I will put in the chat. That's why I always put in the chat my PayPal and my Venmo if you'd like. But again, this is the world we live in. And I had this conversation with my brother as well, why, as by the way, and I love fucking Steve, stop teasing us with a good time called Berg. Berg's mad at me. I don't know why. Thank you for the Gene Demption arc of 2026. I love that. Seattle lay the points. Yeah, Ken, that's what we're saying. We're saying Seattle lay the points. I don't know about the over-under yet. Ken Mosca, how's your dear friend fucking Chad Zumach doing? Chad Zumach. If you don't understand how the DabbleVerse corrupts, we'll get to that. Anyway. So thank you for asking who, what, why. But again, I never realized, and Chad's one of them. I'm sorry. Chad's a piece of shit as well. If you go back and look at old In Hot Water episodes, we had everybody on. We had Bob Levy. We had Kevin Brennan. We had Chad Zumach, everybody. But then when they started acting like assholes. And like, I'll tell you the first asshole that really jumped out. The first asshole behavior that really jumped out. You can look this up. I'm not sure if it was Levy or if it was Shuley. But these are two guys that I was really grateful for, really felt I owed them a lot. And so couldn't wait to get them on my show. Shuley comes on my show. I'll never forget. He stands at the doorway and he yells, he just puffs his chest because I'll tell you why. Because Shuley went from being on the best show in the world to leaving it. Like, people can bust my chops all they want about me being behind a paywall on Compound Media for Anthony Cumia and be like, well, guess you didn't have the viewership you want. When Anthony admitted when they switched platforms, they lost half their viewers. When we all readily admitted Anthony's the show, but he needs fucking other people. When we all readily admitted that. Shuley went from being on the show with millions upon millions of viewers watching for free and never being good enough to be anything than a whack pack handler. He didn't realize it when he was on the show. And then what did Shuley do? He's like, well, I'll just leave. God bless him. He got tired of starting, he left. But when he left, he realized he had nothing. So he started the Shuley Network. And I guess he was insecure about that because all he's done for 7 years is shit on fucking Stuttering John. Yahoo. You can look at any fucking In Hot Water episode and realize, like, perfect example. I already forget his name. My neighbor literally went from fucking, watching me jump rope, telling me to get vaccinated, to having a deaf wife that gave us deaf menus at that fucking restaurant, to fucking chasing corn seagull. That's entertainment. Shitting on Stuttering John for 7 years. And again, I won't even say it. Ask yourself, shitting on the same guy for 7 years with nothing coming out of it. It's hard being right about the left, shitting on Jimmy Kimmel, shitting on fucking Colbert, watching them lose viewership, jobs, watching them humiliate themselves. These are people with a voice. Stuttering John, I like him, but he doesn't have a voice. He hasn't for 7 years. He's always been Stern's stuttering sidekick and a downward fucking thing. And now he's happy but keep shitting on him. So he comes on my show, Shuley, and he's like, you got to stop fucking with Kevin Brennan. What a hack he was in that moment. And getting back to what I said earlier, rather than stopping and saying, I guess I really shouldn't say anything here. I guess I should just be nice. I'm like, what the fuck? Same thing with Bob Levy, who I owe so much to. But Bob Levy comes on the show one time because he booked a room in Vineland with Kevin Brennan, and you knew that room was going to die. But I did the second show, did it fine, did it during the Phillies' first playoff appearance in 8, 9, 10 years. And fucking Bob Levy comes on and looks at a fucking fake Twitter account because, again, I should have been like, Bob's old. He's senile. He's not very bright. He didn't graduate high school. He's DUMB retarded. He's RETARDED idiotic. But I didn't. And rather, I yelled like, Bob, no, that's a different account. Nope, I saw it. And I let it go till I let him back on and let him hit me as hard as he could with a wiffle ball bat because I'm too nice. So again, if you don't get that, like what we were doing was great, and then you get these people that are just so insecure at what you're doing, and when you try and help them, they fucking try and knock you down. I'm sorry that even right now, I'm like, just let it go. I'm like, no. Why can't people? And then I'm the asshole. I get it. I'm the asshole for pointing out that Bob's not very bright. I get it. I'm the asshole for pointing out Shuli's an insecure Yudin. I get it. I'm the asshole for welcoming back Anthony Zenhauser on my show, but since he thought he was going to get something from Pat Dixon on a free podcast, he betrayed me, who gave him his first spot ever at Caroline's. I get it. They're pieces of shit. I get it. Chad Zumach, who's just getting hammered again, so will do anything to suck Kevin's dick. Nom 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 nom. I mean, if you don't get that, that's fine. But again, this is about me. This is about Camus and the DabbleVerse. But this is just me pointing out, yeah, sorry about that, guys. Sorry that I fucking, wasn't better at letting fucking poor bad behavior slide. Because again, you can go back. You can go back and look at the history of In Hot Water. And I defy anyone. In fact, I'd love if somebody could do this, because I've said this to my brother as well. Like I had a discussion with the brilliant with the ever so sharp Shmuel Buckman last night. And if you don't, this is why I find what Shmuel is doing is sad, other than just trying to talk over me the whole time, which was fine. Again, that's like terrible that he wouldn't fucking have a discussion, and he didn't let me. I'm like, I begged him to explain to me why he would be in the DabbleVerse. Why he would literally go to Cancun for 3 weeks with his wife and feel the need to stream to the DabbleVerse for fucking that entire vacation. I begged him. And my brother, he's a very smart man. He can't explain it. My brother cannot explain how, because in his defense, he's a guy that raised 2 beautiful children, has an incredible wife, a patient wife, puts up with both him and myself. Has a house, has a career, was an amazing teacher, still meets kids he had an impact on. That means 2 things. Still, it was a vice principal, just respected in his community. He's a good person who doesn't, and he's insane, I love him, who doesn't feel the need to go to the DabbleVerse. And so I was begging Shmuel, who, who said repeatedly, I'm happy with my life. Okay. Why you would do that? Why you would go to a place of such negativity? Why would you go to a place that there's no genuine creation there? Like Shmuel is a filibuster. No, he's a sad old man. I mean, there's no, honest to God, if anyone can put in, again, you'd have to rumble, right? I'm not wasting my time going through the pores, which again, anyone that watches my show, knows we talk to the chat. That you might as well talk to the chat if you're on YouTube. Okay, you might as well, but people don't seem to get that. People don't seem to get that. I really should. There you go. All right, so I'll get to that in a moment. I knew I could find that thing. Yeah. Eat it, Shmuel. He's got 28 live. JJ Dubecki. So again, if anyone could ever, I mean it, if anyone could ever explain to me, like, and this is my obsession with the DabbleVerse, why? Like, I could see why Kevin does it, Kevin does it for the money, and Kevin's an old senile angry man who has all his stories confused, which is fine. But again, that's another thing about, I love the, like, if you ever go through the In Hot Water episodes one by one, and you can never do that online because there's so much gay porn, there's so much, there's some blackface, there's a lot of songs that would be copyright infringement, but it is an incredible library that, of course, Gavin wanted nothing to do with, and I make no apologies for being so proud of fucking that project that I put 8 of the best years of my life into. I don't. And I love how, and that Shmuel, and Shmuel was like, oh, you thought you'd be a great podcaster? No. if you can find a clip of me, and the sad part is it's twofold. If you can find a clip of me saying, I don't need Gavin, I'm going to be a great podcaster, rather than the countless clips of me saying, sorry, not sorry, I overvalued. I shouldn't even say overvalued. I put a value on genuine fucking entertainment, like In Hot Water, which I'll say again, brilliant, hilarious, covered the topics, prevented people from getting vaccinated, all that shit. I'd put that against anything Gavin did. Well, a lot of people would be like, I'm an idiot. Yeah, you're not my people. You're not my people. But the people that are like, yeah, why would we watch Gavin, do all this fucking, duplicitous Proud Boy shit when a lot of people think he's a Fed? Why would we watch that when we can laugh our asses off while being tricked into information? So again, that's what I was proud of. I never said, you know what, Gavin, I'm going to be a great, I think anyone with a brain, that's not Shmuel, probably not Levy. Anyone with a brain knows that I'm just here now trying my ass. I drive to a studio in Long Island for free once, twice a week. Little thing called the America First Warehouse. I'll be there tomorrow at 12 or 12:30 with Kevin Downey Jr. So again, if you don't get that, people like Shmuel, someone needs to explain that to me. The only, and this is another conversation I had, and we had it I had it today with my brother. I had it yesterday with my wife talking about the Epstein files. Like, you can't believe anything. You just have to try and use logic. And if you can tell me, hey, there's no one in the DabbleVerse who's not fucking miserable with their life or desperate for attention. That's Dr. Steve. Dr. Steve's another guy that pushed the vaccine, and he came on my show, and I got to find that clip. There's one clip I cannot show because literally he was sending us he sent us 2 samples, and he's like, do you see the difference between A and B? And of course, Garrett and Steve, who are brilliant, put up they put up the 2 trannies, the black tranny with the small tits and the big dick, and the Asian tranny with the great tits and the tiny dick. That is brilliant. Okay, Aaron never did that on Modern Day Man. Gavin never did that on his show. I love it. His new show should be called, the Wednesday show with Kumia should be called Coattails. It should be called, and by the way, I'm not speaking out of school. Anthony texted me yesterday about my conversation with Shmuel, and he had wonderful things to say about him. So again, I'm one of the few who always felt odd about Dr. Steve. Like, he's a good guy, but he's odd. Normal people want nothing to do with the DabbleVerse or the silliness of it. They don't. I can see why Kevin's in it, because he's angry and it blew up around him, and he deserves everything he gets. I'll say it again. I watch Kevin. When I say I don't watch the DabbleVerse, I don't. But I don't consider Kevin the DabbleVerse. I think everyone's chasing Kevin. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Look, Geno is ignoring the truth. Shmuel said he's in the Dabble. Then here what why. Look at this. Him, who, what, why I will talk to, because you really do. You're very. It's entertaining. I agree that Kevin Brennan is entertaining. Okay, but it's only entertaining to sad, insecure people. You understand? People that fucking don't have something going on with their lives, in my opinion. Okay? And if you don't agree with that, would you agree that there's no reason for Shmuel to get into it? Unless Shmuel is trying to prove, yeah, this guy's a loser. But okay, then just get on with your life as a winner that you're so happy with. Why are you desperate for the attention of the DabbleVerse? Please, who, what, why, answer me that. Yeah. Sweet Lou Monaco took a break from babysitting. We had a good Lou Monaco joke, me and your buddy Loads chatting today. Who's that fucking jerk off? Milton, what a tool. So anyway, who, what, why? Please answer that question. Why would Shmuel need to host something in the DabbleVerse other than attention, other than he hates his life? I mean, name one guy in the DabbleVerse, you know, who's like, they are napping. Way to run with it. Name one guy in the DabbleVerse who's fucking killing it. Name one. You know, I can't. I can't think of a single one. So again, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. But again, Steve's a funny guy. They're all fucking funny. They were fucking brilliant, JJ. So I'm reading now. I don't need that. So I was reading Albert Camus, artist as a voice of resistance and an instrument of freedom, because rather than read the book that I have, that I read once or twice, and after I read it, I realized it's in one of my many Camus book of essays, Resistance, Rebellion, and Death. He said something that really, he said something in this book, Create Dangerously, that really made me think, you ready for this? Of the DabbleVerse. And just about society in general. It's, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Dick, not my dick. Okay. Oh my God, and he talks about the purpose of art, which is incredible. It's incredible. Let me check if I missed any. Yeah, there's no fucking Rumble rants today. This is literally going to be a very short show simply because I'll say it again. The main reason I'm doing this show is so I can get Frankie on. I felt bad. We gave you 4 hours yesterday and Frankie never came around. Excuse me, I never got around to getting Frankie on. I should also use this show to point out, oh, the show again. Oh, and again, Shmuel doesn't get like what stand-up comedy is. Like he thinks he raised another guy we talked about, literally blew the lied. Like Ray lives in his own hell. Speaking of living in hell, I will come hell or high water on, is it up there? Yes. Come hell or high water, people, on February 15th, I will be at Dangerfields with an actual show. Geno and Friends featuring Keanu Thompson, Amanda Gale, and more. Please, people, for the love of fuck, if you live in New York, if you know people in New York, come on out. Tommy Jordan, you like, hey, who, what, why? Tommy Jordan will be on stage there. Sometime fucking my boy David Serra will come east, and he will be on the show there. Steve, I disagree that stand-up comedy is gone. It's so funny you say that because Camus talked, Dave, find a nice wholesome shipment, get Geno to sell just even. I don't even know that. Dave, find a nice wholesome wholesale shipment and get Geno to sell just even for jokes. You've got to correct that. I don't know what that means. My favorite Camus line was Geno doesn't sell tickets. All right. So anyway, create dangerously. Camus said to create today is to create dangerously. Any publication is an act, and that act exposes one to the passions of an age that forgives nothing. Hence, the question is not to find out if this is or is not prejudicial to art. The question for all those who cannot live without art and what it signifies is merely to find out how, among the police forces of so many ideologies, how many churches, what solitude, the strange liberty of creation is possible. All right. What does that mean? Lots of stuff. All right. But this is what made me think of the DabbleVerse. So if you would, people, allow me if I may. Camus considers what led modern society to misapprehend the essence and purpose of art. Quote Camus, if it adapts itself to what the majority of our society wants, art will be meaningless recreation. If it adapts itself to what the majority of our society wants, art will be a meaningless recreation. Again, what you see on fucking late night TV is meaningless recreation, and meaningless isn't even fair because it's got a meaning and it's evil. If it blindly rejects its society, if the artist makes up his mind to take refuge in his dream, art will express nothing but a negation. In this way, we shall have the production of entertainers or formal grammarians, and in both cases, this leads to an art cut off from living reality. Here's the DabbleVerse. For about a century, and this was written in fucking the 1940s, maybe early 1950s. Actually, he died in 1950, whatever. For about a century, we have been living in a society that is not even the society of money, but that of the abstract symbols of money. Cash is gone. The society of merchants can be defined as a society in which things disappear in favor of signs. When a ruling class measures its fortunes not by the acre of land or the ingot of gold, but by the number of figures corresponding ideally to a certain number of exchange operations, it thereby condemns itself to setting a certain kind of humbug at the center of its experience and its universe. Universe, DabbleVerse, humbug. I'm going to say this again. And I don't care if you get it or not, but let me explain. For about a century, we've been living in a society, people, that is not even the society of money, but that of abstract symbols of money, super chats. If you don't get what the fucking DabbleVerse has become, people puffing their chests with super chats, Kevin Brennan screaming, "Look at my playboard." And don't get me wrong, it is a fucking statement about the larger of society. All these people that, oh, this guy, all money has become is fucking numbers on a fucking spreadsheet. And if you don't see how fucking YouTube loves you fucking DabbleVerse idiots, and you can say I'm an idiot, I'm in the DabbleVerse, I don't care. Shmuel cares. Shmuel's screaming at me, fight, and thank God that video came out saying Geno got owned by Shmuel. He needs that. He needs that. My phone has been ringing off the hook from the president of show business down to the fucking third lieutenant of show business saying, you know, we can't book you anymore because Shmuel ruined you. This is all Shmuel has. Shmuel, let me tell you something. Shmuel cannot like his fucking dumb cunt wife. He can't. Cookie. Do you understand? You can attack my wife all you want because she's online. She's a comedian. She's an entertainer. You can attack all you want. But Shmuel's dumb cunt wife, Cookie, fucking, who he loves so much, he went on a Cancun fucking vacation with and spent time fucking streaming to 40 people. 40 people. Now, you can argue when I was in the Dominican for Christmas, I did as well. But again, I have a Patreon. I have an obligation to my subs. You understand? Shmuel, say what you want. There's no way you like your life and you're like, I got to start doing the DabbleVerse. Trust me. I didn't come here. You people won't leave me alone. And thank you. I enjoy the attention. But you have to realize when I do my show, Geno and Friends, on the 15th, no one's going to show up. Actually, Tommy will. Tommy Jordan will. And I love Tommy Jordan. No one's going to show up and be like, yeah, excuse me. When I get there, the people that run it, fucking God bless Mark and God bless our boy fucking Reggie and his brother Alan. We love them. They're not like, yeah, we were going to book you. When I was hanging out the other day, very briefly, with Adam Carolla, he didn't come up and say, what's going on with Shmuel? Hey, I don't know if you know this, but I can't even think of some of these people, thank God. Is Carmix and Felicia really a thing? No one cares except you guys who are doing exactly what they want and are glued to your fucking little world. By the way, speaking of going outside and touching grass, my buddy Frank is in town tonight and tomorrow. I'm supposed to go drinking with him tonight or tomorrow. And Sheba never got back to me. I think I'm talking to my wife and you guys as well. Watch this. Gonzo. In response to Shmuel Buckman making a fool out of me. Watch this. Gonzo, hold on. I'll clip it. Wow. Shmuel really made a fool out of me. What are you talking about? Geno, hold on. Elusive wedding cake. That can't be us, right? We had one. Geno, calm down. Someday you'll get to go on vacations. Why don't you put this comedy hobby on the shelf? Actually, I'm pretty sure I spent the whole summer doing comedy on a vacation. So again, calm down, elusive wedding cake. Someday you'll have an actual face that you wanted to talk to people with. But for now, I'm talking to a wedding cake. I didn't mean to own you like Shmuel did me. Again, sorry about that, buddy. Sorry about that. Oh, by the way, speaking of vacations, doing Alaska in July. But, you know, that's more... It's more work. That's more work. I'm sorry. What don't you get? Again. Like, I told this story yesterday. Finally, fucking Z-Stan says something worth it. Fart. Yes. Again, if you really think that, winning at the DabbleVerse, making money shitting on people is great, God bless you. It just doesn't jibe with the good God. But again, where was I? Yeah, when a ruling class measures its fortunes not by the acre of land or the ingot of gold, but the number of figures corresponding ideally to that's it. That's what the DabbleVerse is. It's people giving each other cancer for money, okay? And the one thing you guys don't get is Kevin's good at it. Kevin didn't change at all right? Chad betrays himself all the time, and he's drinking like a fucking animal again, and I'm saying that. That's going to fuck him up, okay? And Levy is just someone that's fucking, he can't be trusted. Like, he's disloyal, and that's sad. I mean, everyone's loyal to something, but when you're loyal to whoever will give you super chats, it's a sad way to live. It's a sad way to live. Yes. And thank you for pointing that out. I'll say this. 2 ingots just stole my truck. Again, Freddie from Phoenix, you don't know him, do you? But Freddie from Phoenix, that's a musician. That's a guy. Freddie from Phoenix is a musician that tours all over. And he comes here and he watches it for shits and giggles. But he's my guy. I don't know if he's in the DabbleVerse, but this is a guy that's happy with his life. So he comes here, he talks to me, gets back from a tour. I'm surprised. I checked my PayPal a couple weeks ago, and it's often, right around Christmas, I checked my PayPal, $50. It's like, hey, just got back from a tour. Thanks for everything. Might have been 100. God forgive me, Freddie from Phoenix. This is how normal people act, okay? Like, sad people are the people that are the poors like Gonzo and write shit like Kevin thinks you're retarded and thinks your wife is a whore, but okay. Yeah, Gonzo, again, like, how does that, this is what I love. Gonzo, this is my problem. I'll put this up all day. Gonzo, how does that affect anyone? How does that affect that? Keanu, remember we went and did that gig and they said Kevin thinks I'm an idiot and he's like, and your wife's a whore, remember that?
Absolutely. Traumatized.
And this is my problem. I enjoy this. I'll say it for the 9 billionth time. It's a win-win, Gonzo. Like, you typed this in your sad life, wherever you are, and said, I got him good. And I read it, and I'm like, you got me good. So again, you're happy. Same thing. The guy, my name's Gonzo2216. My name on Twitter is Geno Bisconti. It was Gary Biscayne for a while because I was wrongly my YouTube was wrongly shut down, but Gary Biscayne was a name everyone knew was me. And my picture is me on both avatars. You are a guy in a sombrero who has no fucking life, and this is how they do it. Like, no, I can't be doxxed. My life is, if your life is so good and you don't want to be doxxed, what the fuck are you doing here? Well, I need to shit on people so I feel better about myself. I'm sorry you have a tiny dick, Gonzo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that everyone seems to think I have a huge member because of my big toe and my shoes. Do you know any truth that Shmuel Buckman will be opening for you? Yes. Well, do you think, let me explain what goes on. I love real life. Keanu, are we both, I know I am, excited to have Tommy do some time at the show?
He's actually a really nice kid.
Yeah, he's actually a really nice kid. Although he's not as young as I thought.
Yeah, why do I call him a kid? Isn't he like 40?
Yeah, well, that 40-year-old whippersnapper.
Wait, is he 40? I don't know.
But do you understand, dude, Elusive Wedding Cake, I'm going to call you EWC. Or is that a wrestling thing? Do you think if Shmuel came, I wouldn't put him on stage? Shmuel can come to a show, he can go on stage, but he won't. Or worse yet, he will, and he'll do his hack comedy. But he's that guy. He was stalking Aaron Berg. He fucking blindly supports Ray. Look, if you think Ray DeVito's funny, that's great, but he's not. And again, he reverse engineered a funny stock joke into shit. An old woman said, please say the C word. And the C word was Christmas. Let's do the straight line logic, and I'll take you down. Love you, EWC. Why would a old woman, let me explain how comedy works, okay? It's you zig, I zag. I'm over here now. So why would an old woman say, please say the C word, but the C word is Christmas? An old woman would want you to say Christmas, okay? She would. And why would this be an electrical convention? Everything about the joke shows, but if you think that's funny, that's fucking fun, okay? Okay. I like to learn bubble crafts from the guy. I don't know what bubble. Do we know what bubble crafts are? Shout out Gonzo. Gonzo, that message wasn't shitting on you, Gino. I was calling out that Kevin thinks you're dumb and your wife is a Jezebel. I like you, Gino. Well, let me point something else out. This is what you lose. Gonzo, I don't apologize, okay? You need to, this is sad, then you need to use emojis. And look, I don't care. I like Kevin. Kevin says a lot of shit, and this is what you get, Gonzo, for believing anything he says. If you believe my wife is a Jezebel, by the word, good word, Gonzo, or if you believe I'm a fucking loser or drunk, whatever, then that's fine. I don't care because everyone in the DabbleVerse lies. Bob Levy's just stupid, okay? It's not that he's lying. Like that. This is how Bob Levy gets a pass. He's so stupid that you don't know if he's lying, okay? And, I mean, don't get me wrong. He's got a great act because he's been doing it so long. But, again, other people. Oh, by the way, so thorough, Joe Burrow. Buckman DeVito, 2028, Geno sucks. Joe Burrow, I fucking feel for you because you saw the meme running around. Every NFC North coach, every AFC North coach got fired except yours. Although you were in the Super Bowl just a couple of years ago, so. Thank you, Jet. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right. Anyway, 50 minutes of this shit. I think that's plenty. I got to send Frankie a link because really, just giving you a fucking hour today. Tomorrow, and I'm fairly certain this week we will be at. I think this week we're doing a football show. I'll check with Garrett and Steve. I'd be amazed if we were not. That's wrong. History. Oh, by the way, you see, like, the Kid Rock announces he's going to be on the fucking America First halftime show. Yeah, no one cares. Someone sent me that. I thought that was interesting. What's that? I'm sorry I'm late. Someone doesn't know what a Jezebel is if they're saying that about a married and a faithful woman. No, push-ups, thank you for showing up. He was saying that, God, I blacked out. Oh, he was saying that, because I read three things, I apologize. He was saying that Kevin Brennan, he likes us, and thank you, Gonzo. I like you too, buddy. I'm sorry I misunderstood your chat. But what do you want me to do? I can't translate this. But he's saying that that Kevin shits on us. Yeah, Kevin shits on people. That's what he does. But Kevin, if you don't, like, look, like, if you don't get that Kevin, and I'm sure he's happy, Kevin's become a slave. Like, he's a mouse on a wheel to me, isn't he? Like, he just rides his bike and streams, and I guess that's good. Does he ever go on vacation? Does he ever do anything? Don't get me wrong. Kevin, like, I say this, we've lived many lifetimes, right? Kevin's lived many fucking lifetimes. Like, I always say how good he was as a comic in New York. He tells the story all the time. Fucking, he's like, well, I just figured if I worked in comedy, I'd get gigs and I'd get girls. And he did. You know what I mean? Now I love Gonzo. I was around the Ann Olga days. So he was great at it. And Kevin is a comedian who doesn't want to do it anymore. You understand? Like, Kevin was very funny. Kevin texts anyone he wants all the time. Kevin walked away from Louis C.K. and now he sees people opening for Shane getting 10K and he's like, yeah, fuck Louis C.K. So Kevin can be as miserable as he wants, but he is the one everyone's chasing. Okay. And he didn't sit down and say, I'm going to start doing this angrily and people will start giving me super chats. And everyone wants to take credit for Kevin doing what he's doing. Oh, it was my idea. Oh, Bob Levy's like, I told him to start doing it. The bottom line is he went live. People liked him. They started giving him money. Everyone else in the DabbleVerse, I have to say shit about people that people don't like to get super chats, and they suck. They suck. What is this? Elusive Wedding Cake says, Geno, Husey said you turned on the Imholtz, Kate, Ashley, and Scarlett after they refused to swing with you and Kiki. Did he say that? No, he didn't say that. But that's funny. By the way, and that's the other thing. Did you? That's not a bad point. Slaves don't make money. You're the slave to what? Look, you become a slave to YouTube. But that's a good point. That's a fair argument. I I just look at what Kevin does, like mouse on the wheel shit. But, you know, what a problem to have, isn't he? Check out his playboard. I mean, but you can think of just saying that as a cope, and that's fine too, So Thorough. Now, what was I saying? Oh, this takes me back. Sorry, I fucking, I do like, I can't stay mad at So Thorough Joe Burrow just because of his avatar. And I like that Joe Burrow sucks. By the way, they showed Sam Darnold is the first guy, and that Burrow is in a different class. I know because he's been in the Super Bowl. But Sam Darnold is the first QB in his class to get to the Super Bowl. And there were a lot of people in it. I know Lamar. Who else was in it? Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, QB draft class. I know I'm forgetting one. But Lamar Jackson, here we go. Josh Rosen, oh my God. Oh, Josh Allen, Jesus Christ, there you go. So Mayfield, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson. Sam Darnold, that ginger, because black people say gingers are black people. He was the first one in his class to get there, which is fascinating. So getting back to this, Husey said, blah, blah. All right, so this takes me back to Shmuel going like, you say you're right about everything. I don't say I'm right about everything. But what sticks in the craw of a lot of people are all the things I was right about. If you follow my picks, I'm wrong 48% of the time. 47 maybe. I got to do the math here. Wait. Because I went 4-0 the last week, so I'm 46 divided by 86. I'm 53% against the spread. Oh, I love this thing. So, you ever do this? I'm going to bring up the calculator. This is fun. So, this is why gambling's fantastic. All right, 37. Hey, in case you ever get my phone, my passcode is. All right, let's go to this is why gambling's fantastic. So again, right about everything. I'm wrong a lot when it comes to gambling. Like I've said this to my brother. I'm like, a lot of times when I'm wrong about it, I'll apologize. Okay, am I wrong to snap at people and not be not like put up with people that are disingenuous, insecure, disloyal liars? Sure, like I could handle it better, but not wrong. Now watch this. So I went 46 and 40. So if you bet $10 on all of my games, you ready? You made $460. It's fun to do it with 10 instead of 100. You'll see why. And you lost how much? 440. So you made $20 over the course of, you ready for this? You made $20 over the course of 86 games, or you made 23 cents on every one of my games that you gambled on. Now, that's fucking the fun of gambling, people. That's what makes gambling fucking entertaining. It really does. Calculator, isn't that the thing we were told we wouldn't have available all this time? I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that is. Again. Oh God, I'm losing my mind. Yeah. What are you going to do when that goes away? Like, it's almost like if you don't get how this all is about to prove yet a major point, let me tell you what I'm right about. What I said earlier, okay? Hold on, let me put it up while I'm reading just for shits and giggles in the Clippers. For about a century, we've been living in a society that's not even a society of money, but that of abstract symbols of money. The society of merchants can be defined as a society in which things disappear in favor of signs. You guys are so much fun. You're obsessed with little old me. When a ruling class measures its fortunes, not by the acre of land or by the ingot of gold, but by the number of figures, corresponding ideally, to a certain number of exchange operations, it thereby condemns itself to setting a certain kind of humbug at the center of its essence, at the center of its universe, i.e. DabbleVerse. Keep checking on that. Do me a favor. Keep worrying about little old me. And again, keep thinking. Keanu, did you finish cleaning up all the shit I broke after Shmuel trashed me last night?
Oh yeah. I cut myself with all the glass and plates. It's like a freaking
All right.
disaster in here.
Oh my God, who won't why? I love this guy. Do you regret not taking Gavin's offer? I had this conversation with Max Loads literally a few hours ago while Keanu was cleaning up the apartment. No, Like, do I now? No. And did I then? Yeah, but only because I regret not, ready for this? I regret not taking the offer that I thought was on the table. But Gavin never was going to pay us that. Or he even said to me, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Okay? Because Kevin, God forgive me. Gavin's all about money. And he said, we were going to put you on, a fucking, code anyway in a couple weeks. Okay? And Gavin said to me, and this is not me bad-mouthing Gavin. Gavin's like, once we got all the subs, I didn't need you and Chrissy. And again, that's him being a businessman. That was not him puffing his chest in a meeting when he fired everyone, going, yeah, I didn't need you. It was like, Gene. And he wasn't being nice. He wasn't being mean. He was just being logical. He's like, once I got the subs, I didn't need you and Chrissy. And I would, like, from what we're seeing in hindsight, I don't even think he needed us to get the subs. They go over no matter what. And don't get me wrong, all the people that were quitting that left because of the way he handled it, left the minute I fucking, lost that deal anyway. So do I regret not taking the deal? Not really, because you look at what happened. It wasn't viable for him. He doesn't have a studio like we had. He has a podcast network. Look, do you understand? He still has Pat Dixon on. And you can be like, well, here we go with Pat Dixon. Feel free to say that. I don't mind. Gavin still has Pat Dixon on. And even when Pat had his teeth, and if you don't get the karma, like the guy fucking sucker punched me, broke my jaw, and I literally lost the one tooth, the wisdom tooth. He's losing his teeth now because all you people in the DabbleVerse, and you can look this up, kept saying, oh, he's a cowboy. Fucking Adam, Kevin's producer. Oh, he's like, I want to hear that fucking enjoy again. Another filthy fucking Jew. And I love Jews, but when you act like that, you're a filthy person, and Adam happens to be a Jew. Hence, filthy fucking Jew. Okay? And clip it. Adam Hineker is a filthy fucking Jew. All right, that's it. That said, you guys called Pat Dixon a cowboy, and he still believes your lies, which is why he's like, oh, my teeth are photoshopped out. And am I crazy? Someone back me up on this. Didn't his last podcast, he's not even dimming his picture out. He put a blackface. He put a blackface in front of it. That's hilarious. That's losing a wisdom tooth. All right. I like this guy. This is why you can't figure these fucking people out. By the way, speaking of dumb cunts, my wife's looking at Billie Eilish right now on a clip. A woman that lives in a $14 million mansion. And I can believe I'm going to retweet this. I really hope EK Legend hooks up with fucking, whatever. Little Violet put it. She's like, what a dumb bitch. You live in a $14 million mansion, and Billie Eilish is like, stolen land is, what is it, stolen land? No, everyone's an immigrant on stolen land or something. What a fucking piece of shit she is. And if you don't get that, that's the Grammys. The Grammys right now, and we'll get back to your conversation, the Grammys right now are typical of what Camus was talking about, okay? It is, they're like, well, this is art just for the sake of art. No. Camus said this. Oh, let me find it. Oh, I can't find it. It's like you should talk through your art. Oh my God, I love it. It's like you should speak through your art. Oh, it's like I read this morning and it was so good. Art for art's sake, and this is Billie Eilish. Art for art's sake, the entertainment of a solitary artist is indeed the artificial art of a factitious or self-absorbed society. If you don't get that Billie Eilish is a stupid, selfish bitch, doesn't care about fun. She puts on a show while these are the people that used illegal immigrants so they didn't have to pay them a lot while they lived in mansion. This is a woman that lives in a gated community like Bruce Springsteen, who sits there like, oh, yeah, I'm from Asbury Park. No, you're not. You live in the most Oyster Creek or something, a very white Republican fucking neighborhood. And they fucking sit there and act like we're the bad people. Said it before, I'll say it again. I live in East Harlem. I see more black people on my 5-minute walk to work. It's a 10-minute walk, but I run. Those colors are dangerous. If you don't speak through your art, then don't fucking bother. Camus said this. If you're not speaking through your art, and I love that I say this all the time. I'll preface something I'm about to say politically with, I say this in my act. How many times have you heard me say, I say this in my act? Okay, if you write a song, Suzanne Vega, my name is Luca, I live on the second floor. That's a wonderful song about a boy that was being abused. There you go. Okay, fucking Bruce Springsteen, when he mattered, I don't know if you know this, fucking Born the USA was not an anthem to the USA. Stupid people believed it. You know, it was how hard it was, you know, in America in those days. There you go. Now everything is shit on America. Then get the fuck out. It's unbelievable that a woman, I'll say it again, $14 million mansion. No one's an immigrant. Everyone's an immigrant on stolen land. Stop saying we live on stolen land. It's the United States of fucking America. I've had it. I've had it. And if you think, it's a nightmare if you're living that way. It's a nightmare if you're sitting here every day waking up like, I can't believe we stole this land from the Indians. What kind of retard are you? What kind of absolute retard are you? Jesus Christ. No one thinks like that. And believe you me, the only reason she didn't think like that when she was a kid growing up, what she does now. Why? Because these liberal idiots just believe whatever it takes to fucking shame the other half of America. Stop it. It's not working. Yeah. They don't care. Thank you, fucking E-Man. They don't care. They're compelled to say it. No one believes this is stolen land. I'll tell you why. Because if I woke up every day and I thought I was living on stolen land, I'm a good person, I would feel like shit. If she really thought we were living on stolen land, wouldn't she spend maybe 2 or 3 of her 14 mil, you know, to buy like an Indian casino for them to live in the hotel? Stop it. Yeah. Billie Eilish, it is not on Indian land. It is not. Chigger's in here. I miss George Chigger. It's unbelievable what these dipshits get away with saying and other people eat it up. Yeah, our blacks built America fair and square, case closed. Look, I'll say this again. Like whenever someone says I'm sorry that I don't have white guilt. I'm sorry, one, that I'm Italian. I don't consider myself white. Miss you too. I'm sorry. And I'll say this till the end of time. Everybody that came here were slaves or something at some point. Like the only slave in America now is Kevin Brennan, right? So thorough. I don't know if he's still in it. But when my grandfathers came over, Pietro, Pete's named after him, Eugenio, Pietro from Sicily, Eugenio from Abruzzi, from Pescara. When they came over, they didn't land at Ellis Island. They're like, hey, you're white. You want to be a doctor and pick any slave? They said, go to Jersey, you filthy Italian piece of shit. And I'll say this again. I love telling this story. Vineland, New Jersey. It is called Vineland because there were so many, because the soil was so rich, so fucking fertile. Like my wife. How you doing, baby?
Ew.
Damn it. So fucking fertile that like you could grow anything there. And they're like, well, the people that settled it, and of course I don't know like if this was actually said word for word, but they're like, you Italians are just going to grow grapes here and drink wine. So they named it Vineland for the grapes that grew on the vine. And I remember growing up, there were grapes growing up, but Italians are like, you can grow anything here. You can grow tomatoes. You can grow eggplant. My favorite vegetable is still eggplant. Not even a black joke coming. And they're like, yeah, but you're going to grow grapes. So again, they sent them there because they said, go fucking farm that fucking land, okay? They didn't get any fucking privileges. My dad was the oldest of 8 children. He grew up in a fucking, that house, I remember I went upstairs once in my life after my grandmother. There were 3 bedrooms, one for grandma and grandpa, one for the 3 boys, one for the 5 girls. Yeah, but that's your white privilege. Suck my dick, Billie Eilish. Suck my dick. But that's what happens. These people are so fucking rich that they talk down to us. Fucking Jimmy Kimmel is a wealthy piece of shit, and I'll say it again. If you don't get karma, it's not just Pat Dixon losing his teeth. It's Jimmy Kimmel's kid who, God forbid, and I do, I make a point to pray for this kid because he was born with so many problems, but you don't see some kind of karma, a guy that literally shamed people into vaccinating their children? I'll say it again. Shmuel, I'm wrong about stuff. Unfortunately, not the stuff I want to be wrong about. Do you think, I said this to Loads today, do you think Don't bring feathers and arrows to a gunfight. I said, do you, whoever this guy is, I love him, Eugene Schomburg, can you claim reparations for your 1% eggplant? No. I'm starting to love this chat. Yeah, Indians massacred so many beautiful Native American species to extinction. Sure. I said this to Pete, to Max, forgive me. You think I don't want to be wrong? Do you think I don't want to be wrong about the vaccine? Do you think, like, if I look back and LeBron James actually was helping people by fucking selling the vaccine, or the fucking fact that fucking they killed Ricky Henderson and Hank Aaron, do you think, like, I would look back and be like, I should have been fired for pointing that out. I should have been fired from my radio job. And then I also say this, Gene, you just had to shut your mouth. I know. But then I look back and I read the articles. I'll say this again. I was making a writing kit last year, a couple months ago. And I was looking at the articles. And the more I read the headlines, I'm like, I couldn't keep my mouth shut. Elusive wedding cake. I feel bad for Pat. He was hit with a sucker plaque. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, it's worth the wait. Like, if you don't think I'm not a good person, I enjoy watching Pat hide his mouth. I enjoy being right. And look, Geno was right. I said the first day back from the sucker punch, I said, Pat, there's no point suing him. He's flat fucking broke. I mean, I know I am, but thank God I'm on welfare and my mother pays my rent. My mother-in-law pays my rent after my father-in-law wouldn't pay for the wedding, and we put that on Namex and absconded with it. Right, hon? Although I'm not going to lie, my father-in-law sent me 2 awesome shirts yesterday. I'm on the dole with that guy. I'm not wearing his pants right now, but my wife stole his pants. It's weird.
No, you did.
I did not. Helping us with our Tyler the Perfect Storm. I don't know why my wife hates you, dude. Helping us with our problem of over-retard population. What time, Kiki, what time on Tour Tuesday? 10 p.m.?
10 p.m.
On Tour Tuesday, Tyler, he's a reg, 10 p.m. Ish. And that's not ish because she's late. You know, we give a little leeway with the Garrett and Steve show, which we highly recommend. Yeah. Just your own dental afflictions like a hockey player. Yeah. Again. Oh, Tyler said, let's go. But again, like, Doodle put all a celebration emoji. So, look, I'd like to be wrong. You think I don't want to be wrong so I can look back and be like, I should have been fired from that gig. They should have stopped using me at a lot of these comedy clubs. And again, they didn't say good. They didn't. It's not the comedy clubs. It's me. I didn't. That wasn't fair of me to say. But when they started, mandating the vax cards, I'm like, I'm not going. And again, I could have gone, but I gave too much respect to the clubs. I'm like, I'm not taking a fake vax card there. And I always tell the story, I'm like, this LOL club sucks. I'll go there. And I ended up falling in love with that club and the people and the queers that fucking ran it and owned it. I miss LOL. Why can't I think of the gay guy that booked it? But he was awesome. He was awesome. And I got Bobby Tambor in there. And how did he thank me? How did he fucking thank me? When you boil it down to its simplest explanation, they should have fought harder. Yeah, please. Every society that came to exist by conquering another society. And what that society does when it conquers another society, and this is again in the Leonard Shlain book, highly recommend you read it. Sex, Time, Money, and Power, I believe it's in. Sex, Money, and Power. I don't think it's time. And it takes some things from that culture. So you annex the people of that culture and you take the things you like and you get rid of the things you don't. And that's how societies evolve. And do not kid yourself. The Native Americans we found here, they didn't sprout here, okay? They didn't sprout here. You have to believe, whether you believe in the Garden of Eden or whether you believe in evolution, that life started in one place, okay? Life started in one place and then people migrated, okay? That's how we all got here. And once people got to a certain place, other people came. Okay, and if you think fucking the Indians got there and there was no one there for thousands of years until we floated over, that's fine. But you're wrong. Not to mention the aliens, right, hon? The aliens in Mexico City and stuff. What?
Yeah.
What, is Stevie Lou here? Why are there 9 tomatoes here? 8, counted wrong. But is Stevie Lou here? Send Stevie the link. Sorry, Joe Barrow. Anyway. Oh, that's good black coffee. God, look at this. Oh, you got, by the way, speaking of, you want to watch other shit I was right about, okay? I'm part slap. Yeah, I thought it was the Slap-a-Bitch tribe. Slap-a-ho? Yeah, Slap-a-ho is funny. Geno on a stream of consciousness of enlightenment. Weege, who do you like in the Super Bowl now that Denver's out? And by the way, Weege, dick move. Me and Max Loads disagree on your head coach, Sean Payton. I have no problem with him constantly shitting on Russell Wilson. My brother obviously has a loyalty to Russell from being a Seahawk, but I argue, and my brother disagrees, and he's a better person. He's been in business. He knows how to behave in business settings. But I'm like, look, when you draft a quarterback or pay for a quarterback and he's that much of a bust, it sets your franchise back. So he's allowed to shit on him. But the way that fucking he called out's is a terrible way of putting it. The way he's like, yeah, well, a doctor told us that Bo Nix's ankle was prone to be injured sooner or later. It just happened sooner. Before your quarterback, who's been nothing but good to you, fucking major, the largest part of your team turnaround, it's ahead of schedule. You got to let him get his big contract before he gets that. Anyway, Weege, who do you like in the Super Bowl? Got to root for the Seahawks. Can't root for the Patriots. I really like the Seahawks, as does Mosca. That was a play made for Bo, not for Jarrett. What? Oh, that was a play made for Bo, not for Jarrett Stidham. Oh, but I don't know what play you're talking about. Elusive wedding cake. Gino, what's your favorite beer? Miller High Life or Bud Light? I can't drink microbrews. I can't. I like a little whiskey. I might have to treat myself to that in a minute. Keanu, you want to have a little whiskey or are you busy?
I have a little whiskey. I gotta go to the gym.
When? God forgive me. I'm terrible. I have not. I like the last time I really worked out, I jumped rope. And the past two, my wife almost went to the gym yesterday. I don't know why I say that. I'm so sorry. It's like my wife just goes, I'm going to the gym. Like, when? Baby, I apologize.
I don't care.
Well, you should.
Why?
Because you're going to the gym, and I'm like speaking like what a loser.
Doesn't mean I won't have whiskey.
But do you understand? I don't like the way I'm talking. Like I'll call whatchamacallit, I'll call Kayla a Slav contour. But if you're like, I'm going to the gym and I go, why? That's something worth apologizing for. Do you understand?
You're working.
I'm working. Oh my God. We got to send Frankie the link in a little bit. But I really am enjoying chatting with the chat. Like, again, this is my problem. Like, other people be like, yeah, send me super chats, but this is how this, and another reason I'm so easily distracted with this, and people make fun of me for that. And I look, I can't argue with you, but what the fuck is this stuck on? Jesus Christ. I apologize. I was raised in studios, as gay as that sounds, but I don't mind sounding queer, where, it's you and the camera. You're talking to the camera. But now I have this little thing on the right where people can yell Frankie or say Frankie. Jezebel got to do what a Jezebel got to do. And plus I see old faces that I know from my wife's stream, like Tyler the Perfect Storm. Yeah. Old Matt Mead said he was going to whoop Law Pope's ass. Team Mead. Law Pope. Who's Law Pope?
We were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
Oh, thank Jesus Christ. Hold on, I have that one. Hold on. Who's Law Pope?
We were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
By the way, my favorite part of this.
Never gets old.
No, like, and my favorite part of this is, it's the fact that you're like,
This is awesome.
yeah, you're saying the quiet part loud. Look at my wife's face at the end. If ever there was a face for the phrase that you use all the time, you're saying the quiet part loud. Watch the 4th second of this clip.
We were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
That is my wife after me calling a dumb cunt the entire stream. She's like, I'm a dumb cunt, right?
It's just such joy.
And again, this is The more you let people get away with shit, good. Everyone kept calling Pat Dixon a cowboy. All right, well, now he can't eat his beef jerky. Okay, I'll say it again, and not for the last time. Kayla Ricada is a cunt slob whore. April, whatever her last name is now, is a stupid money-grubbing bitch. Okay? And the worst of them all, I know Keanu loves him, it's Nick Ricada. No. And again, they're all pieces of shit. But thank God, say it with me, thank God Aaron Imholt went to jail for 8 days. And by the way, Aaron was in here and I missed his chat. God damn it. Thank Aaron Imholt, and I will give him props, even though he made me laugh harder than I did all year with that. For the love of God, I'll never work with Geno again. Oh, I can't find his fucking chat. God damn it. Should have read it when it popped up. My bad. But say what you want. Like, that's a guy that you watch him stream now, and he paid more of a penalty than he deserved to. He should not have gone to jail. But that's what they did, because Minnesota is a state of fucking pieces of shit. Okay? It is run by total, absolute pieces of shit. But now Steel Toe's like, what? Steel Toe's like, what? I went to jail. What? And if you don't get that, fucking you keep all the people that keep saying, no, you're right. You're right, Nick. Keep doing it. Keep fucking feeding that moron's delusional fucking ego.
Who's saying that?
A lot of people are. There's Steel Toe. I would told we'd be having lighthearted conversations about living our best life. I'm so mad. You don't have white guilt because you weren't white, you fucking spaghetti. Like, I'll say it again. I love the guy. I don't blame him. When I read he's never going to work with me again, did I not just lose my mind laughing, saying classic Steel Toe? Here's the Steel Toe. Thank you for serving. Thank you for your service, Steel Toe. Thank you for taking a bullet for fucking civilization.
And may God have mercy.
And may God have mercy on your soul. If you don't go to the gym now, you can blame me.
I'm going. I may be a little wobbly.
Watch this. I don't have to go to the gym. I walked 4 blocks today. I'm a pig.
Those shirts look good on you.
Well, they'd look better if I wasn't a pig. By the way, I really like Elusive Wedding Cake. I like everyone in this chat. That's the one thing I have to work on. Everyone in the chat, even when they shit on me, I have to respond nicely. I really do. Aaron let his ape escape. That's April. It's funny.
I got it.
Right. You don't have to go to the gym. I have a gym. Thank you, Lord. Oh, I don't have to go to the gym. I have a gym. I do too. I have a fucking ball that my wife deflated.
Yeah.
Come
All
on.
the time. Deflate it all the time.
Why are you so dirty?
You're dirty. Dirty old man.
It's at the point now where I'll be having a conversation with him. I'll make a joke about jerking him off in a conversation. And he's like, what do you want me to do? It's like, yeah, but it's not, hi, Frankie. I will get to you in a moment, my man. I love you, buddy. Did we cover everything? Did we?
4 more hours.
Hold on. Let me see. Oh, hold on. J-Ham. Thank you, buddy. I actually got a Rumble rant. Thank you so much. And it's not from Bob Van Patrice, thank God. Not complaining. Bob's awesome. Hold on. Share this tab instead. Thank you so much, J.M. Stoneface. Random rant from the Rumble Ghetto. Do not read this. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Thank you so much, buddy. Oh, let's watch this real fast. Because again, this circles all the way back, and feel free to distract me with your writing. But 2 things. One, and I wish I'd fucking talked about it.
What?
Sorry.
Did you have a...
No, I did a Kevin. Look, Kevin Brennan does it. I did. It sounds like I had a stroke. The artist chooses his object as much as he is chosen by it. Art, in a sense, is a revolt against everything fleeting and unfinished in the world. Consequently, its only aim is to give another form to... Nah, that's not it either. But basically, Wow. The loftiest work will always be the work that maintains an equilibrium between reality and man's rejection of that reality, each forcing the other upward in a ceaseless overflowing, characteristic of life itself at its most joyous and heartrending extremes. Then, every once in a while, a new world appears, different from the everyday world and yet the same, particular but universal, full of innocent insecurity. Called forth for a few hours, but Jesus Christ, this guy was deep. The artist can neither turn away from his time nor lose himself in it. The prophet, whether religious or political, can judge absolutely and is known is not shary. That means suspicious, I think, of doing things. But the artist cannot. If he is judged absolutely, that's not it either. Basically, art, by virtue of that free essence I have tried to define, unites, whereas time. There you go. Art, by virtue of that free essence I have tried to define, unites, whereas tyranny separates. Okay? And that, again, I will take credit, and this is what I have to get back into, and I have been, like, I cannot stress enough, when I'm on stage, the stuff I say, it's evolved to that. And people will be like, oh, COVID broke Geno. No. The jokes I make, I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. Nowhere in my act do I say Fauci should be in jail. I do say Fauci should go to hell. I say Fauci, Mayorkas, Jill Biden, I do. And that's not me being mean. That's just part of a gay joke, okay? But you have to speak your mind with your jokes and use it to unite people. I cannot say more perfectly, or let me put it differently. I cannot give myself more credit than to say, when I do a joke where I say that I did earlier, I see more black people, but it's a 10-minute walk, but I run those colors, they're dangerous. Like, if you don't get how in my mind that unites, it's like, what a stupid word colored is. It's a stupid word. The N word, watch this. The word nigger is a stupid word. And this is something else I said, and you could do what you want with that. Trust me. Aaron Berg cannot badmouth me enough for that word, which is sad. But he's a stupid Jew. And don't get me wrong, he's a Jew that happens to be stupid. Okay? But if you say stupid Jew, you're like, oh, all Jews are stupid. No. They make a lot of money. They're greedy. That's why they have the hook nose. But what I'm saying is, we all live here. And the opening line, watch this, Camus' opening line in one of these is, hold on, where is it? An Oriental wise man always used to ask the divinity in his prayers to be so kind as to spare him from living in an interesting era. That's a brilliant statement. As we are not wise, the divinity has not spared us, and we are living in an interesting era. This was written during World War II. Okay? And I said this yesterday about art. Camus wrote a book called The Plague, okay, where he badmouthed fucking Nazis and stuff. Okay, Guernica by Picasso is a painting. Okay, so you knew his political stance, and then he could speak on it. These fucking pontificating liberal fucks that go to the Grammys. And by the way, Bad Bunny's at the Super Bowl. Of course he is, because we're gonna watch the Super Bowl no matter what as football fans. Why wouldn't you fucking, you know?
You mean the Green Day concert?
And the Green Day, same thing. No one gives a fuck about Green Day anymore except people that might. I'll ask my wife.
You take that back.
I'm sorry. Kiana, would you argue, and I'm curious, maybe you don't even know, and I'll ask the chat as well, do you think the majority of Green Day fans are NFL fans or not? I think everyone's an NFL fan. That's
why not?
Bustalo Maserati. Green Day is better than Chumbawamba. I love this guy. I don't know who this guy is. HFST65DVC. Fuck the NFL. No, I wish I could, dude. But no matter what, we're all, well, especially my brother, he's a Seattle fan. But everyone's good. Not everyone watches the Super Bowl. But if anyone doesn't, I would argue people that aren't into the Super Bowl are people that like Bad Bunny. Wouldn't you agree, hun?
I wouldn't agree with that necessarily either.
Oh, I would. I would.
I mean, Bad Bunny is incredibly popular.
With whom?
He just won a Grammy. I mean,
the Grammys mean nothing anymore, I heard.
People, Geno, with young
Keanu, I'm not, forgive me if you think I'm funny with you. I'm like, watch this. I would argue he has, if you had to pick an artist who's not synonymous with NFL fans, it'd be Bad Bunny.
I think that maybe the NFL is trying to expand their.
With that, yes.
Yeah.
No, Kiana, you don't think that's the whole point, right? I don't like Bad Bunny, but I'm going to watch the game no matter what. No one is saying Bad Bunny's the halftime show? Well, I'm not watching the game. No one. And again, everyone knows that.
But they have to do stupid shit like have an alternative halftime show with Kid Rock. Okay.
What? That I like.
Because you just can't even just mute the fucking TV and not very.
Oh, no, a lot of people can. But again, that I like that. I like that they're making that statement. Like the NFL's like this. And trust me, a lot of the NFL owners are not happy with Bad Bunny being.
You don't have to watch Bad Bunny and act like it's some sort of political statement.
No, Keanu, yeah, no one is saying you do. No one is saying you do, but no one likes Bad Bunny except fucking you bring him in because he's fucking, he's something like, if you're looking for new NFL fans, what do? You appeal to children and you put it on Nickelodeon Slime Time. If you're looking for NFL fans, you appeal to fucking people that, that are like pro this guy that's anti-ICE. And the gayest thing ever. Anti-ICE. No one hated ICE when fucking Obama was deporting millions of people. No one hated ICE when fucking Bush, who ate a baby or something, we saw the Epstein files, was deporting people. No one hated when Biden was doing it. But they hate him now? Yeah. If you don't get how the left is stupid. And again, I can't wait. I'm just going to be like, every day I'm going to be like, God, I love living on stolen land. Yeah, well said. Yeah, but Pete, I'm not sure how many people over 40 know what Bad Bunny is. Who cares? I would say fucking people in their 20s watch the NFL now. Why? Because of fucking DraftKings, because of fucking legalized gambling. I forget who told me this, but it's a fact. I think it was fucking my boy Rubino. Like, look, say what you want about fucking the mob, but fucking all they did was fucking steal business from the mob. The mob used to run gambling, and now who does? DraftKings. So it's easier to get your tax money from you. So the government can fucking run it and get your taxes. The mob used to run fucking prostitution. God, a simpler time. Who does now? OnlyFans. And make sure when you get your 10W40, I said that wrong, your W40, although I use some 10W40 while looking at my wife's OnlyFans too soon. My point is, now that you're on OnlyFans, same thing, the government gets your money this way. So again, how many people under 40? A lot, Peter, because they're gambling on it. But if you're going to say, what can we possibly make the halftime show to get people that would never watch football? People that like Bad Bunny. And again, I'm not saying this and you're all going like, wow, my mind is blown. It's common sense. So why wouldn't the left be like, we're going to put on this show to say fuck you? And again, I agree with everyone. I'm not, the halftime show you're going to watch is me and Max Lowe's. Me and Max Lowe's will be doing a halftime show, going over the game, and then we'll do a post-game show. And we might even have the wife do a pregame watching Green Day, right, baby? It's all coming together fucking 5 days from today in Jersey, okay? Yeah. Who's this Keanu Thompson with a wrench?
That's me.
Fake Keanu Thompson's in here? Oh, I'm going to mute her. Where's real Kiki? Really, it's so funny. I looked at it and I thought it was not fake Kiki.
It's me.
Can you unfreeze that picture and freeze it somewhere else?
You don't like how you look.
Just hit play for a second. Am I Asian? You can't even look at that thing. Frankie, let me send you the link right now. Bad Bunny is super popular with Puerto Ricans, comma dude.
Yeah.
This country is now run by Big Pharma, Big Ag, and Big Gape. Oh, my God. Speaking of Big Gape, J-Ham, I showed my wife. I was, downloading this week's In Hot Water $10 bonus. And again, I'm like, this is what you got to do. After you just look at the things like, this is great. It's got like, I was looking at one with misinformation. Classic. The drag queen who no one could follow on stage. Why? Because she would take a shit on stage at the end of her act and no one would want to follow her because there was shit on the stage. So I'm ready to put that up. And then I scroll through the whole thing and there's a post, and fucking In Hot Water fans will love this, from a website called The Gape Gatsby. And Keanu, how thick would you say the dildo the guy was sitting on was? It looked, I would say it was slightly larger than your average Christmas tree trunk. Is that fair?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, if you guys fucking don't have the In Hot Water library, you'll never get to see that again. You'll never get to see the Gabe Gadsby again. You will not get to see some of the best misinformation again. Keanu, what do you call a Puerto Rican with no arms and no legs?
I don't know.
Trustworthy.
Oh my god. What's he gonna steal with his leg?
Well, he can't run with it after he steals it. Like, here's the thing. These people, they're such good criminals. If you just took his arms, you know, he might be able to put it in his mouth. He might be able to hop on one foot with it, right? And same thing, if he had no legs, could probably grab it with his hand and steal a car. What did I attend? No, WD-40 retard. 10W40 is car oil.
My favorite.
So you're a retard too, push-ups.
My favorite office line. She goes, Michael, you cried at your own tagline you made for your own movie. And then he says he couldn't see, speak, or hear. He had no arms or legs. This is how he led a nation. It's the stupidest thing.
Oh my God. You know what I used to, I miss about In Hot Water? Whenever I would say, like, whenever Keanu would love a show, by the end, I'm like, Steve, I guarantee you love this show because you and him love the same shows. I'm like, you ever seen Nathan For You, Steve? I love it. Of course you do. Of course you do. My wife loves that show. All right. We're going to send Frank. Did we cover everything? You can't type farting. Nelson Peabody, will you have the weird pedo guy interview that had the glow in the dark tie and was in the dark? Yeah. Yeah, I will find that one. That one was great. Remember, he was like buying. Whatever happened to that world? Keanu, do you remember what was like? You could buy land on the internet? What was it? I'm sure you guys know.
What?
Oh, come on. I can't believe you don't remember. What was that short-lived fad, everyone? Somebody put it in the chat. Like people were buying property on the internet. And this guy was all about it. I'm ready right now. I'm the real Frankie McDonald. All right. I sent Coney Hawk Pro Slaver the link. He's got it. 5G. No. What are you talking about, Boostalo? I missed your. Oh, Bob sent a rant from a long time ago. Thank you, Bob. I'm so sorry. Please hold. Oh. Bob Van Patrice. Thank you, buddy. Bob Van Patrice says, Indians stole the land from each other for hundreds of years. We should give it back to the cavemen. Fuck yeah. Again, if you think you know everything, you'll never learn anything. Okay? And I do. Like, if you don't get why, I'm going to say, if you don't get why the Friday show is so good, like, the metaverse, Keanu, okay, you're going to the gym. I'm going to do a shot to this guy, the metaverse. Hold on.
You can pour me one.
All right. Well, you have to sit here and talk to them. All right. Hold on. Thank you. I see why you know. God, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Hold on, metaverse guy. Let me get the whiskey. Oh, how funny was. And somebody still has to tell me. Hey, Bob, how funny was the fucking In Hot Water guy when Geno and Keanu asked for whiskey and they showed Homer running up the stairs? Here's your shot, baby. I've got to toast this guy. Yeah, what happened to the fucking metaverse? I see why you know. You want me to just hand it to you? Or are you coming over? We're in our palatial apartment, Shendon. To the metaverse, Shendon. Oh, hold on. Let's get back to my boy. Gobble, gobble. Frankie, my friend in the bout, can you say I love in the bout? I love in the bout? Anyway, we'll get to that when Frankie's here. All right. He's ahead of the game. Frankie's going on. So, there you go, Frankie. Again. I really have to find Canadian Club. I've been drinking that a lot. So Frankie's about to get here. We'll let him in a sec. So yeah, I'll say it again. Like, I'm very proud of the fact that I say in my act, and I'm going to read this again today. Maybe on the treadmill at the gym. I really have to. You know what I got to do? I got to do the thing to Thursday. If I can't imagine we wouldn't be doing the In Hot Water football show. I'm going to do the thing Garrett loves. I'm gonna weigh myself, make me guess my weight, and then fucking we're in Austin for a wedding in a month. I really have to get. I really have to use that as a target. Is that fair, babe? You're not listening. Canadian VO is good shit. We were raised on Canadian VO, gobble, gobble. Now, by the way, allow me to say, as long as we're toasting people, my dear friend, who I apologize for not getting to him yesterday. We had a long show. It was crazy. By the time, and he just would have been talked over the whole time. But he's here now because he loves me. Frankie McDonald, everyone. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great so far. Jockey says, I didn't know nothing.
What's that?
Jockey says, I didn't know nothing.
You didn't know nothing? What do you mean?
Lon Jockey says, I didn't know nothing. Didn't know nothing.
Well, real fast while I have you here, Frankie, my buddy Gobble Gobble is a huge fan. His friend Indabout loves you. Can you say you love Indabout?
I love Linda Bell.
I don't even get that one. Do you, Keanu?
No.
Gobble Gobble, just put it in the free chat. Did you type that wrong? I don't know what that means. I'm sure I don't know what it means. Did I miss one? Indabout. Gobble Gobble. I'm a first day listener for sure. Aaron has said both bigger and bigger, and they won't let me say nigga. Yeah, I know, Gobble Gobble. It's retarded. Gobble Gobble also for $1. Aaron Berg said nigger on In Hot Water as a character. He did. He said it countless times, and we never said it hatefully. But then his wife fucking is some uptight liberal psycho. I'm sorry. And she she got in his head, and you cannot convince me otherwise that they rallied behind this story that I just walked an entire crowd. Jesus Christ, how did I miss all these? Nelson Peabody, Gene, when the big man gets in, check the Facebook inbox. You've been quite the busy Canadian since your last appearance. Multiple photos. Frankie, what is that about?
It's like I took a photo of myself and things like this.
All right, well, let's see that photo. But again, Frankie, do you remember In Hot Water?
Yes, I remember in the Hot Water Show at Compound Media Studio.
Now, maybe you can help me as I look up these pictures that you sent. Well, we've got some time. Frankie, why did Aaron Berg leave In Hot Water?
Because he had to find a better job in April 2022.
Is that wrong? So he had to find a better job? Because do you think... We're not bringing up the Dustin Jim. I actually talked with Dustin the other day because he's a Steelers. So you think he didn't think In Hot Water was a good job and he wanted a better one?
Aaron Berg decided to leave because he got a lot of things to do.
Right. What has he done since then, Frankie?
Stand-up comedy and things like this.
All right. Can you name one of the things like this other than stand-up comedy he's done?
There's other things.
Can you name one? I mean, if you can't, that's fine, Frankie. I'm just asking you.
That means Chrissy Mary used to do Wet Spot episodes in 2022, 2023, 2024.
That's right. Okay, so I guess not. All right. Now, Frankie, you sent some pictures. Is that true? Did you send us some pictures?
I did. I get to check and see.
All right. Well, let's check and see. All right. Here we go, Frankie. It says, this looks like you, right? It says, man accused of sexual performance with vacuum at Florida resort. Is that you?
It's edited.
That's not you, and that's not a vacuum?
No.
Okay. So is this you or not, Frankie?
It's somebody. I took a video of myself, but somebody edited it.
You sure?
It's a Photoshop. It's an advanced AI Photoshop.
That looks like you, right, Frankie? And that looks like a vacuum cleaner. Look at that.
It's an edited.
And by the way, Frankie, why do you think the vacuum cleaner is so sad in this picture?
Because I couldn't vacuum the house.
All right. Well, all right. So let's see another one then, Frankie. Okay. Did you hear about the Epstein files, Frankie?
Yes, and all those former presidents are on it.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad people that were in the release. Am I right, Frankie?
Yeah.
Look, here's the story. DOJ announces the release of 3 million pages of Epstein files, right? Hey, what's that? Frankie, what's that?
It's edited.
I don't know. That's not you?
It's not me. It's somebody photoshopped it.
It looks like you're drinking an A&W root beer and you're really saying, ooh, look at this chick. You're not?
It's edited.
So you're telling me both Frankie McDonald and Kevin Brennan are in the Epstein files. Wow.
Not true, not true.
You said Arby's. All right. By the way, shout out. We interrupted Eugene Schomburg 8330 says, Kiki, did you see Mersha's White Claw courting of you?
White Claw, what?
Courting, like wooing.
No.
All right.
Who said that?
Some guy with a name I can't. Some long-named guy, Eugene Schambord or something. Eugene Schomburg. All right, Frankie. So that's not you either, you're telling me.
Not me either.
All right, well, let's try another one now. Did you hear that the guy that died in Minnesota, they photoshopped his picture?
Yeah, you have to wait and see.
What do you mean? There's nothing to wait and see. They photoshopped his picture to make him look more attractive, right?
Yeah.
Now look. All right, hold on. Damn it. There you go. I wish I could do it better. Hold on. All right, here you go. Damn it, best I could do. Frank, there he is, right? That's how he looks. That's how he looks. And this is the Photoshop, Frankie. Look at the Photoshop.
It's a Photoshop. Somebody edited. It's not true.
They made it like they made him better looking. Look, they made his nose less.
It's AI Photoshop.
Push-ups, and his face rounder, and they made him more likable. Look at that. What do you think of that, Frankie?
It's edited. It's not true.
It is, please. Me and my brother were talking about this. It goes all the way back to Michael Brown, Hands Up, the black guy, the black kid who robbed a convenience store moments earlier. Moments earlier, am I right, Frankie? Moments earlier, and you have video of him going, nah, kid. And then they're like, yeah, he walked out with his hands up, and they showed his college picture. They always doll up the pictures, Frankie. Here's the latest picture. Of course, Frankie, that's not the real picture. Here's the real picture of the two victims in Minneapolis. There you go. There's the real picture of both of them, right, Frankie? That's what they look like.
That's the real picture.
What's that?
That's the real picture.
That's the pretty guy, and that's the Renee Good guy. And by the way, don't kid yourself. Me and my brother Loads were talking about it. The Renee Good thing, it wasn't enough. Like, if you look at a recent picture of her, she was brainwashed by her stupid girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. That picture they showed of her, and then we'll get back to you, Frankie. That picture they showed of her, it wasn't enough. Like, she was glowing, she was beautiful, and she was pregnant, but they had to crop out. Not only did they show an old picture of her where she's beautiful, they cropped out she was pregnant because this is a beautiful woman glowing with pregnancy. They're like, nah, she was a lesbian, so we can't show the pregnant picture. The media hates us. Frankie, do you like the media?
That means, and do you remember Compound Media, Anthony Cumia was running that before merged with Central TV with Gavin McInnes.
Yeah, Gavin McInnes. Oh, we love Gavin McInnes. Let's take a look at another picture. Frankie, did you see they attacked Ilhan Omar?
Yeah.
Yes, I love Frankie. Yeah. Did you see what they attacked her with?
Don't know yet.
What was it?
Must have been something kind of thing.
A lot of people think it was apple cider vinegar. Come to find out, police have identified the substance. It was bacon grease. Look at that, Frankie. Frankie, look at that. It was bacon grease.
Yeah.
Oh, Frankie.
Not true. Somebody edited it. It's an AI edit that cost $500 Canadian.
So you're telling me you didn't throw Frankie threw bacon grease on Ilhan?
I didn't do it.
Frankie.
I didn't do it.
You're telling me that's not bacon grease and that's not you?
It's not bacon grease, not me.
And this woman just let it go on. That man just let it go on. That's horrific. That's true. Hey, Frankie, quick question while we're on it. Nelson Peabody would like to know, Frankie, what would it take for you to order a beer at the bar tonight and film you taking at least one big sip?
I had Pepsi earlier before I went on your show.
I miss when Frankie. Remember when we bought you an A&W gift card?
Yes, April 2024. when you drove up to Sydney, Nova Scotia for the eclipse.
You know, it would have been worth a lot more if your friend Geno wasn't so stupid. I apologize for that, buddy. I remember
Chrissy
saying,
Mayer
we got to
said-
stop. Frankie might not even take this. He's
That means-
get out of my
I
hand.
found it though. Chrissy Mayer is supposed to be coming to Sydney soon.
Really? Well, by the way, he remembers the date, says gobble gobble. I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry, buddy. Gobble gobble. Did you put in the free chat? Say. Gobble gobble. I don't know what the about is. I'm just looking for a gobble gobble. Say it. Oh, in the butt. Oh, why didn't you just put it? Frankie, my buddy Gobble Gobble has a friend in the butt, and he loves you. Can you say you love it in the butt?
I love knit about.
What did Sweet Lou Monaco send? Hold on.
And
TMZ.
Ringwood goes bang, 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 ouch. Bang, 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 ouch.
Are you singing the Keanu song?
That's Nelson Peabody. These are my fans.
What's going on? What's the weather like in Sydney today?
It's cold outside Sydney.
You know today's like.
Tornado siren. All the guys are.
I love it. Hey, guys, I love that you love our buddy Frankie. I'm a
love
huge
you,
fan of
Frankie.
these kids. Look at that. Frankie, that's awesome, Frankie. Who were they?
These are my fans. That is all.
Really? Yeah. Now, where did you meet them, Frankie? Like,
They recognize me. They watch my YouTube videos.
are you sure you didn't meet them at a crematorium or anything?
No, not at all.
Really? Because I'm told you were a big hit at the crematorium.
No, I wasn't there at all.
Well, how do you explain this then? It says shock as porn film shown to mourners at the crematorium. And Frankie, that looks like God almighty. Looks like you put on a little weight there, Frankie. Frankie, it says here that hundreds of mourners were forced to watch a porn film at a funeral service for a father and his baby boy. The blunder occurred when the priest tried to play a video honoring Simon Lewis and his son Simon Lewis Jr. at Thornhill Crematorium in Sydney, Nova Scotia yesterday.
Not true, not true, not true, not true.
They died in a car crash on New Year's Eve.
Wait a minute. I was at the boardwalk. I wasn't anywhere near there. I was at the boardwalk.
What?
Geno, I was at the boardwalk on New Year's Eve. I was on the Ferris wheel and things like this.
It says everyone was in shock. Simon's father-in-law was furious. He shouted at the staff. He shouted at the president's staff and told them to turn it off. One horrified mourner said it took Frankie McDonald nearly 4 minutes to turn it off. People couldn't believe what they were seeing. To Frankie's credit, he handled it extremely well. Frankie apologized on behalf of Cardiff Electric and said that in 30 years of doing the job, he'd never shown such a great porno in his life. Wow, Frankie, that is really something.
That was, and did you hear about this? I wasn't anywhere near a crematorium on New Year's Eve at all. I was at the boardwalk. I was on a Ferris wheel. I was at the boardwalk concert. I was watching it, throwing show and things like this.
Crematorium is what Geno calls the Turkish bathhouse. That's really good. That's really good because Eugene. That's because Eugene. What was the fucking Mersh whatchamacallit thing? Homage. By the way, this is my friend Frankie, Coach Muttering John. Coach, hey, Coach Muttering Jay, who do we like in the Super Bowl? I like Seattle laying the points. Not sure on the over/under yet. 45.5. I would love to know what you think, my Detroit Lions fan. All right, Frankie. Is that all the damage you've done?
I didn't do any damage at all.
You didn't do any damage at all. So you would argue that I don't know, maybe being the Zodiac Killer isn't doing damage, Frankie?
Not true either.
It says, Frankie, what the fuck did I do here? Sorry, Frank. Hold on, just show. Frankie, there you go. It says right there.
It's not true. Somebody edited. It's AI edited.
Frankie, come on. It's
edited. It's AI edited. It's not true.
Well, it says right here, look, it says, police sketch of the man who approached latest victim in Central Park last Thursday and asked him his birth date.
I wasn't anywhere near the United States. I'm in Canada.
Tuesday, June 1990. Boy, they were busy this weekend. All right. And, of course, where were you, Frankie?
I was at Dooley's Saturday night for karaoke Phil Kasoof. And guess what?
Why does Dooley's look like an underprivileged ethnic orphans without limb hospital, Frankie? Why?
It's not true either.
Yeah, sure, Frankie. Sure looks true to me. By the
It's
way,
edited. It's AI edited.
Nelson Peabody asked Frankie, Geno, is it true Frankie was at the boardwalk on New Year's Eve? There were no survivors. Is that true, Frankie?
Everyone survived at the boardwalk New Year's Eve.
Let me see. All right. These are fantastic. I guess I'll have to take your word for it, Frankie. I guess I'll have to take your word for it. Frankie's a media whore. There you go. Keanu Mersch was doing an ad for White Claw, for all White Claw's flavors yesterday. I think the prodigal son wants to get back into your embrace. All right, that's all he put. All right, so Frankie has more friends than Albert Breer, according to Push-Ups. All right. Well, Frankie, that's some busy stuff going on there in your life, my man.
Yes.
By the way, here's a fun thing. Frankie, no, popped up. Frankie, you love screaming this word, Bitcoin. Did you see the article on Bitcoin?
I screened Bitcoin back in 6 years ago.
That's how long ago it was?
2020.
This was sent to us by our second favorite pedophile, not named Epstein. Nancy Guthrie's kidnapping. TMZ gets alleged ransom note demanding big money in Bitcoin. All right. Did anyone hear the rumor? They're saying Jeffrey Epstein invented Bitcoin and it's going to crash soon. So many rumors. It's all bullshit, Frankie. Right? That looks like good coffee. All right, Frank. It looks like we covered everything, right?
Yeah.
Recaita coin is surging. Did Nick Recaita ever make a Recaita coin, Keanu?
What?
Did Nick Recaita ever make a Recaita coin?
I think so.
All right, well.
I don't think so.
Thanks for telling me, buddy. Gobble Gobble asked Frankie, share on social media when he's going to be on. Yeah. When are you going to be on my show? I don't even get that, Gobble Gobble. He always shares that. Doesn't he?
I'm on in Hot Water Show right now.
There you go. There you go. He's on it right now. I think he nailed that. I misunderstood two of your rants today. I thought that was a layup one. Members of date. Oh, there you go. Thank you. By the way, he meant you remember. What date did Aaron leave, Frankie?
Aaron left on April 21st, 2022.
Yeah. And then we had a week off. And he said, that is great, Gobble Gobble, and thank you for the dog. Then he said he had a week off, and he's like, and then we'll see what happens after vacation, because his wife was telling him he had to stop, and he thought if he had to stop, everyone had to stop. I defy anyone to watch any In Hot Water, and you could just see the ratchets. The first was, I'll say it again, it was when I got drunk in Cleveland, and I said to him, I'm like, look, and this is after I went all the lockdown without drinking. It really started with the lockdown. Frank, he was so mad that he got vaccinated and he nearly died. It just got worse and worse. And I'm sorry, but would someone please find a clip where out of the blue, like if you look at the early episodes of In Hot Water, Frankie, and you'll agree, it's like Aaron would always fucking would undercut me or like when Geno doesn't do clubs, he'd always, and I'd let it go because it didn't matter.
That means Chrissy Mayer has earlier in Wet Spot episode 2.
All right. I think I got them all. Members of day, blah, blah, blah. TMZ. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this fucking TMZ shit. Keanu, it's the mother of the woman from fucking Nancy Guthrie.
I don't know what that is.
I didn't either. Apparently, the mother of a woman on the Today Show, Savannah Guthrie's mother. Now they're saying they want fucking. Hold on, I'm going to read the article. The Pima County Sheriff's Department took to X to say they're aware of reports circulating about possible ransom notes regarding the investigation into Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Savannah. They continue by saying they're taking all tips and leads very seriously, and anything that comes in, quote unquote, goes directly to our detectives who are coordinating with the FBI. Another scary twist, Nelson Peabody, how long would it take you to... Anyway, another scary twist in the disappearance of the Today Show host Savannah Guthrie's kidnapped mother. TMZ received an alleged ransom note demanding payment for the release of her. The note, which was sent to us Tuesday... Wow, it was sent to TMZ. The note, which was sent to us Tuesday morning, demands a specific substantial amount of Bitcoin. Frankie, say Bitcoin for me.
Bitcoin.
There you go. Frankie, do me a favor. Whenever I point at you, say the word. The amount in millions, and the note demands a cryptocurrency be sent to a specific address for
Bitcoin.
Thank you very much, Frankie. There's a deadline connected to the alleged ransom and an element of or else. In the moment of our live stream, Harvey and Charles said he was wearing an item mentioned in the note. In fact, the note says he was not wearing it. And TMZ has verified that the address for
Bitcoin
is real. See if we can do one more. That's it. The alleged ransom note also describes another item the sender said was damaged at her home. Wow. All right.
Bitcoin.
Thank you, Frankie. I fucking love this guy. All right. There you go, Frankie. And again, Frankie, I really do apologize for not getting to you yesterday, but it was one of those crazy shows where, you know, we didn't have time for it, but I apologize, man. All right. So we're off tomorrow. And then Thursday, I'm fairly certain we're doing the football show. And then what are you doing after the football show Thursday night, Frankie?
Giuliani show.
What's that?
Giuliani show after football show.
Now, I'm told Joey only is a blowjob, Frankie. Is that true?
He's starting a politics channel, too.
Hold on. Now, I'm being told Peabody News Network says that they obtained the ransom note. Really? Define, excuse me, how soon? And I'm told it will be sent to me soon. Now soon or tomorrow soon? Hold on, Frank. I'm typing this to the news network. Now soon or tomorrow soon? And I'll put he. I really like typing he. Big fan of the he. Hold on. I also got a coupon for Zio. Oh. Ooh, Mediterranean Nights. I think that's that blue place. All right. Never mind. All right, so I think that's everything. Jacob Bryan 7000. Why isn't Frankie taking this kidnapping seriously? Well, it seems like he knows too much about it. Am I right? Am I right? Hasn't been a real kidnapping since Lebowski. We have to clean up. We have to clean off all the whistle dog grease. So wait, is it tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow. Okay, there you go. All right, so but tomorrow there's no show.
Tomorrow night's Ham Radio Eddie Finaco at 9:30 Atlantic, 8:30 Eastern. Ham Radio Eddie Finaco tomorrow night.
Yes. Well, the note they can't read the note because the forensic team has to scrub all the whistle dog grease off of Frankie. What do you think of that, buddy?
As the last time they had whistle dogs, that was back in 2022 when Chrissy May was doing the wet spot.
Wow, that's interesting. Frankie, my boy Freddie from Phoenix saw you hopping on a bus at Tucson. That's weird.
I wasn't on the bus to Tucson, Arizona at all.
I apologize. It was in Phoenix. He saw you. You landed in the Phoenix
I
airport.
wasn't in Phoenix at all.
That's not what Freddie from Phoenix says. Huh?
That's where Gary and Geno lives, Phoenix, Arizona. That's where Gary and Geno, they live in Scottsdale.
Yeah. Aaron says you can't trace a ransom note, but you can't trace Bitcoin. But yeah, I agree. I don't know. Tomorrow night is Flank Steak Radio at 18:35 a.m. Is that right, Frankie?
Ham Radio at 9:30 Atlantic, 8:30 Eastern. Ham Radio Eddie Finaco.
Okay, so it's Flank Steak Radio at 18:35 in the morning.
It's not true.
Frankie, and by the way, I want to remind everyone that Frankie will be coming down for my comedy show on the 15th at Dangerfields. Is that right, Frankie?
Not true, not true. And guess what? I got something else to say. Did you hear about this? Chrissy Mayer used to do wet spot on Compound Media then.
I just got it. Rudy! What was that, Frankie?
Chrissy Mayer used to do wet spot on Compound Media back in the day.
She really did.
Chrissy Mayer has some old wet spot clips with me in it.
What's it say? Buckman for the win. Oh my God. Bob Levy, $2 whole, Buckman for the win. What a joke Bob Levy has become. Frank, remember Bob Levy?
I remember Bob Levy. He was on wet spot with Chrissy Mayer too.
Yeah. And you said he was a dummy, right, Frankie?
He's with the Shuley Network now too.
Watch this. Frankie, is Bob Levy a loyal person or
me?
Frankie, does Bob Levy have the IQ higher than a third grader or?
B.
Frankie, is Bob Levy not an attention-seeking douche? Is Bob Levy A, not an attention-seeking desperate old man, or?
B.
Wow, I can't believe Frankie's saying this about Bob.
Once again, Frankie.
All right, here's my fans again.
Yes, Bob's
Dude, you better get a drink. We're doing shots of whiskey.
You're doing shots of whiskey, are you?
That's Geno, all the way from New York, the host of the Hot Water Show.
New York by Times Square. I know that sounds generic, but that's awesome.
No, dude, have you been to New York, or is that a dumb question? I apologize, fellas.
I've been to New York.
Yeah, she's on Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, I met Nicki Minaj in New York at the airport.
What do you think? We love Nicki Minaj, right?
Oh yeah, she's pretty cool. Let me tell you, she's small though.
Yeah,
Not
very
her ass,
tiny.
am I right?
She's very tiny.
that means Geno getting, me and Geno getting the picture.
Yeah, do you mind if I get it? Can you say a
don't-
video to a girl? Like
Yes.
the girl I'm talking to here.
Oh, I
Just say-
love
her
this.
name's Emma.
Yeah.
Just say hi, Emma.
Hi, Emma. I'm doing great over. Geno, say hi, Emma.
Hi, Emma. Frankie has a huge penis.
Thanks, Frankie.
Have a
Anyway,
good
we'll be
time,
in there. I
boys.
hope to see you.
Yeah.
It's hard being a big deal, isn't it, Frankie?
That's the people down the States.
All right, Frankie. Well, let me check the rumbles because sometimes I miss them, and these guys are very generous. Thank you so much. Hold on, I missed one. There you go. I love me some gobble gobble. Gobble gobble says, Frankie, damn it. Oh no, he just says it to me. It was the funny stop where Aaron got mad at you. The funny stop is closing with Don Jameson for the last show. I heard about that. That was, gobble gobble. That was like huge, because he really did get mad. And again, when I'm wrong, that's a perfect example of when I admit I'm wrong. I said to Aaron, I'm like, look, I'm sorry I got so drunk, but I don't apologize for. I said it was the first time in my life that people flew all across the country to drink with me. And Chrissy Mayer said it perfectly. It's like everyone did a shot with Geno. Geno did every one of the shots. And I said to him, like, tell you what, Aaron, I'll never fucking get drunk before a spot again. And this is another thing that pissed Aaron off. He's like, okay. So he made me close every show just to keep me sober. But then when I stayed sober and crushed closing every show, which was easy because Aaron was hosting it, he got mad. Jacob Rhines wants Keanu to get John to accept the fight. What fight?
I am not altogether sure.
Not altogether sure. But yeah, gobble, gobble. I couldn't agree more. But am I wrong? Like, that's another great point. Like, Aaron got vaccinated. He was mad when that blew up in his face. And I would say he'd look at me across the desk and be like, why does this guy look healthier than ever? Well, because during the lockdown, I quit drinking. Why? Because it wasn't any fun to drink during the lockdown. I need to make it. Oh, John versus Tukey is what Rooney is saying. Shout out, Rooney. Rooney liked my 13-year-old bit about fucking girlfriends. I love this guy. He is Jewish, Coney. Coney Hawk, pro-slaver. Oh, we did that one. All right. Thank you, Gobble Gobble. But yeah, and I agree, Gobble Gobble. He said it. Best comedy show I've ever been to. Imagine it was like the live Opie and Anthony. It was. Melton offered $10,000 to fight Tukey.
For John and Tukey.
Hey, Jacob, find out what Melton would offer me to fight Pat Dixon. Find out. Jacob, find out what Melton would pay me to fight Pat Dixon, who I'm so scared of. But somehow I worked the courage up again. And you can't even hit him because his teeth will fall out. So again, no more Jacob Bryan. Go $10,000 purse plus all expenses paid for travel and room. For me and Dixon, please. Why doesn't someone fucking find that out? Because I'd love. What do you think would happen if I got into a fight with Pat Dixon, Frankie?
That means that happened in 2022 when
No,
Pat
that was
Dixon.
just a sucker punch. Tukey would kill John. Like, I'm not going to. You can call me a John simp. I've never seen Tukey fight, but weren't they watching John beat up Cabby? But I don't remember if that was a real fight. I'd love your thoughts on that, Gobble Gobble. All right. Did I miss anything else? Yeah. His whole jaw would, yeah, Aaron, you're right. His whole fucking jaw would fall out. Again. And Jacob, John didn't bitch out. Like, who wants to fight fucking, you understand? Like, this is why the DabbleVerse sucks. If they were men, they'd see if Pat Dixon wanted to fight me. Well, because Pat Dixon sucker punched me, and you could be like, in real life, let's put them in the same room and see what happens. But they're like, oh, Tukey would kick John's ass. Why? Well, because Tukey said shit about John. In the DabbleVerse, Tukey's another one that lost his way. God damn it. They're all fucking faggots. Yeah, I wouldn't even want to touch Pat's mouth with boxing gloves. All right, Frankie, I'm going to let you go. You ready?
Yes.
Tell you what, Jacob, find out about me boxing that, and I guess, yeah. Hold on, who's in here? Boom. All right, Dixon versus Geno boxing match would sell well. It would. And by the way, that would be a censored.tv special event. And by the way, one more thing to talk about Gavin. If you don't get that, Gavin, and I'm defending him, he knows how to make money. Like, Pat Dixon is there. He hired Pat Dixon after he broke my jaw. He's like, all right, everyone that likes Pat Dixon will stay.
Yeah.
And Pat Dixon put out a good product relative.
Yeah.
If you look at New York City Crime Report on Compound Media and what he did and is doing to this day, what he did and is doing to this day on
there too.
I guess Frankie left. What he did and he's doing to this day on Compound Censored, you'll realize, like, he just hired him to give him money. And not to give him money, to fucking bring. He's not paying him shit. But, like, what do you think he makes on a fucking coupon deal after that first fucking month? He doesn't. So again, Gavin, no problem, man. Make your fucking money. Like, let me tell you, if I was I'd love to have drinks with Gavin again, just because, like, I'm over all of it. I'm over all of it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter anymore. I don't care any. But that's the way it went. I don't need the Gavin, like Compound Censored. That's not what I was. You know, like, I was moving forward. And you can say, oh, Geno's coping. Cope is such a gay word. You could say I'm justifying where I am, and I have no problem with that. But if I'm not full of shit, and I don't want to be full of shit, and me and my brother were talking about the phrase full of shit, because Dan Bongino is not full of shit. Say what you want about Dan Bongino, but Dan Bongino was making tens of millions of dollars on Rumble, like me, was making tens of millions of dollars on Rumble, breaking stories, covering the fucking, when they shot at Trump, and fucking really just rallying patriotism. He really helped make it too big to rig in the 2024 election. And then Trump asked him to be the deputy of the FBI deputy, right? Of the CIA, God forgive me. And he said at that desk, he's like, you don't spend all this time talking about patriotism and turn this down. So he took the job. And I don't want to say reluctantly, but he took it. Because if he didn't, he would be full of shit. Do you understand? And you can say I'm coping, and you can say that I'm full of shit when I say this, but it's like I get that I was mad at Gavin, and I'm and that's my fault for saying he should like my show as much as I do. Fuck you, Geno. Fuck you. So I said a lot of shit because I don't care. I'm emotional. Don't tell my wife I'm drinking.
Drink away.
Well, I'm going to the gym after this. How do you go to the gym after you had 2 drinks?
We used to do it at Compound all the time. Like, what do you mean?
Now you're making me feel I'm fat. I'm fat. Much as Mike Fanoia. I don't know who Autismo 8000 is. Who was that bold guy everyone clowned on at Compound? Mike Fanoia. And he's great. I love Mike Fanoia. Gavin likes twinks. No, he doesn't, does he? Tukey looks like he carries 3 medium cabbages on his back. He's a thrifty Mick, and Camus was just losing money up. No. And again, Camus was just losing money on purpose. I don't think Camus was losing money on purpose. I never heard that. Let me tell you, wholeheartedly disagree. And Camus is honest. He'd be the first to admit. He said it. He's like, look, he's not good at business. Don't get me wrong. He's a millionaire. And maybe I'm saying it wrong, but he doesn't. Let me rephrase. He doesn't want to deal with the business aspect. So when it started losing money, he fucking it was. I love the story, and gonna butcher it, but I'll get the crux of it right. Like, what he gave $50,000 of his own money, to keep it going. Then he's like, this is too much, and God bless him. I can't thank him enough. But the funny part is, and it's funny when Anthony says he's like when Gavin fired everyone, he got so much shit for it, whatever. And he's telling the story. He's like, nah, I can keep it going. And then I had to pay $50,000 of my own money. And I looked at Gavin and I said, fire these people, which is funny because it's true. Okay. And you can say what you want about Anthony, but look, I'm stupid loyal. And I think most of us are. And look, I mean, again, I was texting, he texted me yesterday and he's great. And I know he's like, that's in Texas saying, mission buddy, we're still cool and whatever. And maybe you could call me a liar, but it really made me laugh what he said. And I won't share his text mostly because I don't want to tell you how much he shit on Shmuel Buckman. Okay. But not that Anthony would care, but it's just like, it's a little something between us. All right. So that said, yeah, they're both great guys. He just doesn't like being the boss. Yeah. And look, Gavin probably fucking thinks I'm a piece of shit, and I don't blame him because I said some shit, but whatever. It is what it is. God bless. But if you think I ever said, watch this, if I said this, I don't think I did, but I can see me getting so angry. I don't think I ever said Gavin's a terrible businessman. I don't think I said that. I'm sure you won't find a clip of me saying Gavin fucking blew it. No. And despite what Shmuel said when he was kicking my ass, I never said, fuck you, Gavin, I'm going to be a great podcaster. No, none of that happened. Okay. So again, I wish him well. I wish him well. Not that he needs me to. He's doing very well. And again, like this Jacob Shed guy, I don't think he's live now. Watch this. I'm going to make his day. Watch this. Can you guys hang out while I try and make $5? Watch this. Copy. Because I just looked at Twitter. Jacob Shed's another guy. He as much as I say shit when I get angry in this little box on the DabbleVerse. This guy Jacob Shed shits on me all the time. He said he was coming to my show. And I got excited. I'm like, we're going to have a drink. So now he just tweeted, Geno made himself as hated as Stuttering John. Wow. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's a response to something. Hold on. So, watch this. Why don't I share the tab? Oh, look at this. I love Gavin is an altruist. Ooh, I like that. Yes. Oh, make that happen. I would love that. By the way, shout out Saint Ranger. He fucking makes the best fucking things. So I did allow me. Let's watch. This is fun. Let's do this. I love it. All right. So let's start here because it's great. Every day it gets better and better. Okay. So Pat Dixon's this was Photoshopped. Let's talk about Pat Dixon. Let's dabble. Allow me to do what Geno was right. Okay? This is how you call someone a cowboy. Okay. And this is same thing happened to Artie, only on a different way. Artie's nose was fucked up, and he knew he was so addicted to meth. Excuse me, to coke or heroin. He's like, I'm not getting my nose fixed till I'm sure I won't fuck it up again. And last I saw Artie, he was with Amanda Gale. And by the way, you can see Amanda Gale too this February 15th. She's on the show. Maybe she'll hook up with Matt Mead. I do love those two as a couple. And Artie's like, I'm not getting my nose fixed till I know I won't fuck it up again. Well, Artie had money. Pat Dixon is so addicted, in my opinion, and this is more logic in a straight line to meth, that once you accept who you are, Colin Kane, comedian buddy of mine, I don't even know if he's still doing comedy. I should look that up. Colin Kane once said this phrase. I love it. There he is. Colin Kane News. Colin Kane once said, oh yeah, he's still doing it. Colin Kane, this guy, you know this guy, babe? He's a good dude, good kid. Colin Kane once said, if you live in a ditch long enough, you start to decorate it. My booze! Yeah, all right, I don't have time for this. All right, if you live in a ditch long enough, you start to decorate it. So if you don't get, Pat is so accepted of what he is now. This is him singing. Listen. my time. What don't you get? Again, once you're used to how you look, once you're used to it, you do that. Yes. Hold on. Yes. Bo Beats, Black Sheep. Buckman owned me. Whatever you need. He owned me. I've got to get over it, but I'll never recover from this. So where was I? All right. So once you realize you're just a fucking junkie, you know this is what you look like, and you don't have the money to get your teeth fixed. Maybe you should start a GoFundMe, but whatever. You guys did this to him, and I cannot, not you guys. You guys are awesome. But the DabbleVerse did this to him. I can't thank him enough. All right. So from there, I wrote, because I'm pathetic, I wrote, every day it gets better and better. What would a meth head do? Hide for a week, not be able to think of a good lie, and with the 4 synapses that still work in his brain, just say the obvious line any third grader would say, it's Photoshop. It's not Photoshop, dude. But he's so messed up. So Liz put he has a show uncensored, which I don't know. So Jacob Shed wrote, you're a bottom feeder and broke, but every day gets better. Wow. Yeah. But again, like, this is what gets me. I was excited, and I'm still holding out hope that he's like, I live 3 blocks from Dangerfield, so I'm coming to the show. He was lying, right? But I hope he wasn't, because I'd love to have a drink with him. Oh, I forgot to do this. Hold on. Control C. Gonna send him a. Why can't I find this? Hold on. 4 minutes ago. All right, so I'll reply to this one. Hold on. Live now. Come rumble rant that to my face. Trust me, he'll come by because he doesn't because he lives, I never respond to him. So he'll be like, whoa, live now, come rumble rant that to my face. Let's do an over under on. I'll start a timer before I hit send. Where's my phone? What's the over under, people, on how long it will take him to rumble rant me? Or how long I'll wait? Jacob Shed. Because he put no money coming in, getting sued by Amex for unpaid bills. You don't understand what being sued is in credit card. I worked for one for 7 years. You'll learn. Living in a small 1-bedroom apartment mansion. This gets back to the Camus thing as well. It's like people want like you can live in a like I like sitting, and this is me. I'm sorry. And, you know, if the wife wants to move to another place, she will, but we love our apartment right now. And watch this, I'm coping, but it's like, I like just sitting and owning all I survey, so to speak. But again, I'm getting off topic. All right. So I'm going to set the timer. Hold on. Clock. 7 minutes. If he doesn't respond in 7 minutes, I was wrong. Okay. If he responds, timer, I'm going to, nope, stopwatch. All right. 7 minutes. Starting, I'm going to reply, start. All right, so we'll give him 7 minutes. You guys have 7 minutes, right? Let me tell you, Jim Wenzel, this is what I need to do. By the way, Geno made himself as hated as Stuttering John. Oh, I never showed this. I'm so stupid. Hold on, I'll get back to you, Jim. This is what I wanted to show. Look, did you see? So I plugged my show. Like, oh, here it is. Because look, Jacob Shed, you're a bottom feeder and broke. Every day gets better. And I'm like, so we're not drinking on the 15th? And then, I don't know why I like saying things wrong. I put the flyer up and I go, hey, Saint Ranger, make this thing dance. Look at what Saint Ranger did. Did you see this?
Mario, Keanu, Amanda, Matt. Hey, everybody. AI Geno here at Rodney's. Welcome. We've got a great lineup for you tonight. Mario, Keanu, Amanda, Matt, Larry, and Phil. Hey, everybody. AI Geno here at Rodney's. Welcome. We've got a great lineup for you tonight. Mario, Keanu, Amanda, Matt, Larry, and Phil.
Thank you, Saint Ranger.
Hey, everybody.
Right, and then put Geno made himself as hated as Stuttering John. Wow.
Geno here at Rodney's.
Saint Ranger did more than just he did too. Here's the other one he did, where I turned powder blue and dance. Is this it? No, I know he did 2 of them. God damn it. Hold on. I could have sworn. Look at this one, people.
Time to upgrade the look, right? We've got a great lineup tonight. Hey, everyone.
Shout out Saint Ranger. Watch this.
Welcome to Rodney's. I'm AI Geno. Time to upgrade the look, right?
Yeah.
We've got a great lineup tonight. Mario Bosco, Keanu Thompson, and the whole crew. And now, a little dance. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Rodney's. I'm AI Geno. Time to upgrade the look, right? We've got a great lineup tonight. Mario Bosco, Keanu Thompson, and the whole crew.
These are really
And
good,
now,
by the way.
a little dance. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Rodney's. I'm AI Geno.
More.
Time to upgrade the
We need
look,
the
right?
third one. But anyway, buckle up. Just showed these on my show. Thank you. And thank you guys for letting me type this. Thank you. Thank you. How badly did I type it? Hold on. Why don't I just do this? Just showed these on my show. Thank you. There you go. Give him props. All right. So, yes. Tommy Jordan is on that show. Little choreography goes the wrong way. Long way. Yeah, Gavin is the best. All right. So we're at 2:40. We're at 2 minutes and 48 seconds. I'm telling you, keep an eye on the fucking thing. Let's see if he pops in the chat. In the meantime, I'll tell you who is in the chat. Bob Phantom Patrice. My wife's drinking all your whiskey, Bob. Kidding, buddy. Love you, man. Gavin is, we did that. Hold on. Gavin loves men. Not now, Tyler. Bob Van Patrice says, I live 330 miles from Dangerfields. Can't wait to have a drink with you. Trying to put something together for the 15th. Bob, let me say this. If you can make it out, that would be amazing. And again, I'm so glad you didn't come out last month. We assumed it was going to get snowed out. My car still has not moved. By the way, tomorrow, I guess I'm going to either have to take a fucking train. I'm not touching my car. There's no point. When the cars all move out on Thursday, I'll be able to sneak it out. And you would think we'd be able to get the cars out because, well, you know, Mom Donnie's here and everything's fantastic again. It really is. How dare you? I don't care, baby. Baby! Honey! You ruined the shit. Kia!
Oh my God.
Hold on. I just pointed the mic at you.
Oh my God. Sorry.
She's great.
Mad.
She's great. By the way, allow me, if you don't get, like, this is another thing I was right about, okay? And I'm just going to show this while I get up and get some ice to put in my drink. And we're at 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Let me see anything. No, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. Tell you what, let's watch this video proving Geno was right. Like, you can get as caught up as you want in all this fucking Epstein files shit. But if you don't get that Bill Gates is a lying piece of shit and he's trying to make everyone sick with the vaccine, let's watch his ex-wife talk about Melinda French Gates' response to Bill Gates' claim in latest Epstein files. 3 minutes. It's fantastic. Shall we, people? I think we shall. Boop. Hold on. Doink. Just make it big. I'll be right back. Getting some booze.
Acknowledge the elephant in the room at this moment. Your ex-husband, Bill, is named in the newest tranche of Epstein files. And there are a new alleged details about his past behavior. And I want to give you the opportunity to respond in whatever way you want to.
Well, let me say this. I think we're having a reckoning as a society, right? No girl should ever be put in the situation that they were put in by Epstein and whatever was going on with all of the various people around him. No girl. I mean, it's beyond heartbreaking, right? I remember being those ages, those girls were. I remember my daughters being those ages, right? So for me, it's personally hard whenever those details come up, right? Because brings back memories of some very, very painful times in my marriage, but I have moved on from that. I purposely pushed it away and I moved on. I'm in a really unexpected, beautiful place in my life. So whatever questions remain there of what I can't even begin to know all of it, those questions are for those people and for even my ex-husband. They need to answer to those things, not me.
Well,
And I am so happy to be away from all the muck
Yeah.
that was there.
I have to put more words to the muck for context for our listeners. The emails in the files suggest that Bill Gates had additional affairs.
I mean, the muck. Do you understand how every time she's about to, 703, 704, I lose. I'm sorry. God damn it. I really thought I'd get him. I really thought, well, all right, I'm just going to, you know what? Then if he didn't see it, not even giving him the satisfaction. I'm not going to delete it. Doesn't matter. But if you did you see her pause? Like every time she's about to say her husband's name, she pauses. Watch.
With all of the various people around him. And girl should ever be put in the situation that they were put in by Epstein and whatever was going on with all of the various that they were put in by Epstein and
who? Look at her eyes.
Whatever.
Your husband and a lot of people, including your piece of shit husband. Like, this is what I get. Like, oh, we have to get Elon Musk. Why don't we just get the obvious? Why don't we take the bunnies, the low-hanging fruit first? Okay? Why don't we, again, you had 4 years, which is like, nah. This Bill Gates, nah. A guy that fucking tried to sneak penicillin into his wife or whatever the fuck it is.
Was going on with all of the various people around him. No, girl. I mean, it's beyond
All right, enough of this dumb fuck. By the way, Eugene Schamberg, Brennan was pestering Epstein with the Playboard stats of competing traffickers. I don't know. A brilliant guy with the name Eugene Schamberg, 8330. If I may, Keanu, raise a glass. You know, I'm that is. Watch out, be Kevin. I gotta get a picture of that. Eugene Schamberg says unban me, Kiki.
Okay.
But I will say this.
But my mods are protective, and so I'll do it. But
yeah,
behave yourself.
Well, you know what it is, and it's like, look, that's the problem. You want all out gay, everyone here. You got to start using emojis, people. Because even the guy I share is like, no, I'm on your side. I don't like him. You can't understand the chats, and mods are overprotective. She'll put that in. But again, banned or unbanned, Brennan was pestering Epstein with the Playboard stats of competing traffickers. That is up there with, what was it? Did Chad tell the police he knew Tukey was, who was it? Did Chad tell the police he knew Tukey was home? He knew Mersh was home because he just super chatted Tukey.
Yes.
That is this level comedy. It really is.
Wait, who?
The cops would be like, Columbo should have handled that one.
What's a super chat?
God. And he's like, you don't know?
Didn't he inform the police that he knew Chad was home because Mersh was home because he had just super chatted into Tukey?
So funny. It's so funny. By the way, I'm not going to say who sent me. Who's that Jew guy you were arguing with? What an asshole. His argument tactic was retarded. He just admits he's a nobody, and that's supposed to absolve him of what he's saying about you. Jews, ugh. Well, at least one person who may or may not know radio seems to think I didn't lose to Shmuel Buckman. But, you know, in between pestering Epstein with Playboard stats of... by the way, is Kevin live? Is Kevin live right now? I'll fucking snipe him right now. I got a couple in me. I put up a great show. MLC podcast. Let's see what this loser's doing. Okay, where am I? Oh, if you don't get... And again, God bless Kevin. He is playing the entire DabbleVerse like Kevin's like, yeah, I'll never put this guy on again. I'll never put this guy on again. Oh, watch this. I should call Chad right now, shouldn't I? Guys, what do you think? Should I call Chad? Yeah. Hold on. We're going to call Chad, see if he answers. First of all, I'm going to text him. So when he ignores the call, he'll see. Hold on. So here's what we're going to do. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. No, we don't need that. That's way too big. Here's what we're going to do, people. I'm going to, while we watch these fucking morons, this will be fun. Now, you can say I'm dabbling, I don't mind, but again, this is not me dabbling. This is me calling Chad, who said I was the mole, and it makes no fucking sense. And by the way, if I may, here's the Kevin Brennan. You know Kevin Keanu. He's the guy that was pestering Epstein about the playboard stats of competing traffickers. That's so good, Eugene. Oh, Eugene Schomburg. Why? You can just call Mersh's landline and Chad will hear the ring. Watch this. Zumak. Calling so you can defend your lies about me being the mole. All right? Sent that. Let's call. He won't answer, but let's see what he does. Let's all watch his actions on the show. Let's watch his actions on the show. Look, he sees me calling. Let's see what he says. Look, he's going to ignore it.
Me. I don't really give a shit if people are talking shit about me, but you know, he's complaining about my show. I basically said I do a show every day.
You knew
so there's going to be some repetition. He's like, no, everybody, he can't stop. Everybody's a loser, loser this, loser that. Yeah, because they're losers. The guy just spoke with his kids. He's a loser.
Geno's calling. You don't want to talk to him, right?
No.
Okay.
Unless he gives me, I paid Keanu $2,300 last year. So unless he gives me $2,300, no, I'm not interested. Geno's a fucking loser. Keanu's such a fucking loser. I'm out of words. I'm out of words.
He says calling you so you can defend your lies about me for being the mole. Geno, you told me you were drunk.
Yeah, I really don't give a shit what Geno has to say anymore. They're dead to me. YouTube terms of service. I mean, they're such losers. The fact that Chico's running to Stuttering John and she gets no money, and Geno somehow is okay with that. But he always did an Ike Turner with me when I didn't pay Tina Turner on time. Tina Turner being Keanu. But again, Geno always has some Geno logic of why it's okay for her to do Stuttering John show 3-4 times a week, not make any money, and that's okay with Geno. Geno's a fucking loser. Geno knows nothing but bad things are coming.
Reading right now, I wrote, we just live streamed you being a fucking coward, saying you don't want to talk to him yet. Because you don't want me to call you out in front of your boyfriend about how you lied about me, you piece of shit. I'm mad over here, you fucking little bitch. Don't you dare lie about me. I know you're on air. We're sniping you being a pussy, and I'm calling you out. This is fun. Right now, he's texting me. Oh, go on.
Tom Myers, those pillows saved all of humanity. No little Ray's mommies. Ray needs a 5-day head start, but Ray's gay. I say Ray is a...
How much fun is this? Guys, feel free to be like, stop dabbling in the chat. But he's like, look at Chad. Look at Chad rating it like a bitch. Look at Chad rating this like a bitch. I'm screaming right now, look at Chad reading this like a bitch while you're looking at your phone, reading it like a bitch. Keanu, this is fun. Everyone look at him reading it like a bitch. Everyone look at you reading it like a bitch. Let's see if he answers now. Bet he answers now. Watch this. Guarantee he answers now. Stupid people are so easy to fucking play with. And he's like, nobody's mad here. Why wouldn't you be mad? Look, let's watch him not answer the phone again.
I was worried about what Luis J. Gomez has to say about him. Luis J. Gomez can't help.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Look at him. Watch this. This is great. Watch. I'm going to do all caps. Hey, stupid. The whole point is for you not to answer. Everyone's watching you like a cunt.
The Gottis in the 90s.
First of all, I'm a civilian. And not at all.
Well, they're civilians too. Are you saying they're in the mob, so you're not a civilian?
I'm a regular person. I'm a civilian. I don't know them at all.
Look at him. Hold on. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Mike, I'm organizing, so that's a 100% no.
This is why being a terrible drunk
Mike, I'm organizing a charity ball in AC this weekend for men who can't achieve orgasm. Let me know if you can.
Everyone's looking. right now. Now you're touching your face. What a tell.
Ray DeVito. Yeah, and Ray. I was watching Ray. I guess he jumped on Small Show last night. Ray was talking.
Look at him touching his face. It's so fucking fun. This is great. No one's sniping this. Blood Harvester. Drink with me, Blood Harvester. Yes, I am. If you don't get this, if you don't get that he lies, why would if you follow Compound Media, if you don't get that Chad's not only a lying drunk, he's not even good at being a liar. He's such a dumb drunk. Yeah, he's out of the Visconti business. Thank you, Jesse. Why would I, when we're fighting, when we're accusing him of stealing catalytic converters, when he's bad-mouthing Anthony, when we literally going on, I'm calling him a streamer, but I got drunk. And remember, there was a mole for weeks. But I called him drunk and said all that in one call. Why does he think we're this stupid? Let's get back to him sweating like a bitch.
Christopher Martin now.
And he's doing that because he knows Bentley and all them are going to tip him and give him money. That's why he booked it.
Calling him again.
I know what he's doing.
I'll put it this way, right?
Yeah, put it this way.
What do you call it?
He looks.
Tracy Jane, I think Ray had a shot with her.
No.
Huh? Tracy Jane, what?
I think Ray definitely could have had a good thing.
I don't
going.
think so. Tracy Jane's way out of his league.
God. Look at him. He's so uncomfortable. Well, I guess, guys, that's maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm giving myself too much credit. But I guess that's the best we could do. Look at him. Playing with his hat. Hold on.
Gay.
Harry Jane back in the day was pretty cute. I remember when she came on my
So
old radio
Chad
show.
knows. I mean, please.
Love new pod. My kidding. It's
All right, that's the best I can do at dabbling. But see if, watch this, guarantee. Let's see if So Thorough Joe Burrow clips it. Doom won't because I fucking struck her or whoever she is because she's a dumb cunt. And everyone's like, oh, well, we're not going to clip you. Good, don't clip that. But I just proved Chad's a lying piece of shit. And no one cares. Watch this. Geno was wrong because I shouldn't care about this. But it bothers me that someone I know, that someone I've drank with can be that much of a piece of shit. Just make a flat out lie. Again. Yeah, he's so pathetic is right, Blood. Shot. Hold on. Got to do a shot with my boy Blood. Hold on. Floor gone. Look, I can't even answer questions. That's stupid. By the way, you have to open it like this, like Don Draper. You got to do it like that. I don't know why, but I do. We're going Seattle. Me and Pete are going to have some natty daddies and a halftime show. We're not going to live stream the game because, just going to enjoy the game with my bro, my wife and stuff. But Keanu's probably going to do a pregame show with her people on her Green Day peeps. We're going to do a halftime show and a wrap-up show. No, I'm not boxing Chad. I will box Pat Dixon. Chad's just a piece of shit liar. I don't want to punch him, okay? I don't want to punch Chad for what he did. I want Chad to humiliate himself like he just did, ran like a coward. Chad wrote back, you heard me. I'm like, he's like, calm down, pal. No one's mad over here. I'm on the air. And I wrote, yeah, I'm mad over here, you fucking little bitch. You heard all this. Am I insane? I speech to texted it. So again, yeah, we all like Seattle. Hell yeah, go Birds. Go thin-headed Eagles. All right. We are doing a football show as far as I know, Blood Harvester. All right. This is, there you go. All right. Again. Yeah, this is another problem with me. Like, I just checked my Rumble to see how many people are watching, 25, whatever. But 3 thumbs down. I want thumbs down on my Rumble. Doesn't matter. Doesn't affect me. I'm not going to blow up the way I'm doing things to suddenly, there's no tipping point in my world on this. All right. So again, and I'm sure, watch this. Good news, the In-Out Water guy will clip this. It'll be great. Chad's a lying piece of shit. Thank you for all the Rumble rants. This has been 2 hours and 43 minutes. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh, snap. I didn't know you accepted Pat Dixon, you beast Geno. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Keanu.
What?
Oh, snap. I didn't know you accepted Pat Dixon, you beast Geno. Like it's a typo. He's not being a dick. What do you think he meant? Can you correct that? My mic isn't on.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what that means either. Why isn't my mic on? My mic is on. Hi, Yua. It's on. It's definitely on. I'll check. Hold on. Pretty sure it's on. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, it's on. Where have you been, Ewa? The face looks familiar. Yeah, it's on. It's you. You're muted, Ewa. Drink. Rumble won't let me text you, so I don't know what that means. Oh my God, this chair. I gotta glue this chair. It's coming apart. I love these chairs. I accepted the boxing match. No, I accepted it. He's not going to box me. He's a fucking little bitch with fake teeth. Broken teeth. Terrible teeth. Am I right, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gross. All right, so I guess that's more than enough. I got, I went out. I sound echoey. No, I don't. That's you. I'm going to do it again. Hold on. Test 1 2 test. Test 1 2 test. I can say this because I'm on a delay, and then I'll hear what I just said. Oh, it does sound echoey. Hold on. I bet I'm on the wrong mic all of a sudden. Yep, I'm on the camera.
Was I on the camera mic all day? Come on. Thank you. Watch this. I must have. Maybe I went mute and switched mics. Was I echoey all day? Come on. No way. There's no way I should have been. It was plugged in. No, I guarantee I was echoey all day because I plugged in the camera, hun. I stink. God damn it. Watch this. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah. Was it like that the whole show, you assholes? I'm sorry. Pete, you don't care because you're normal like me. Oh, this is going to upset me. Watch. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to listen to this on YouTube. I guarantee it. Yeah, I was on the Echo mic all day. Not that you guys care, but it's like, come on. Keanu was on the mic all day. Was on the camera mic all day. Yeah. Yeah. God damn it. Watch I'm sorry. I'm so very Kristen G. I do always sound good because it's like there's a lot of stuff that I fuck up and I don't care about. You know what I mean? I don't. But that I should know. Like that's something I should know. Yes, the message went through anyhow. Cheers, drink. Jeez. Jeez, you got a big pussy. Jeez, you got a big pussy. Why'd you say it twice, Freddie? I didn't. Thank you, push-ups. It could have sounded better the whole time. Yua is a hero. Fuck Yua. You get it? Not you. I'm kidding. All right. All right. So I guess that's it. It's 5:44. We're 2:47. 2 cans in a string is what it sounds like. Invite yourself to guest on Cumya's show. Cumya's great. But I don't like Cumya. Cumya like basically only wants to do shows with big name comics. I'll say it. I am a great comic, but I'm not a big name. And like, look, I cannot recommend enough, and I'll listen to it tomorrow, probably on the train, because I got to take the train tomorrow, and I'm definitely taking the train. I'm not Skyping in. I Skyped in last week. I didn't like it. But I highly recommend follow WABC on Twitter, and every Monday morning, his show comes out. His whole 3-hour Sunday night show. They take out the ads. It's 2 hours, 20 minutes. I listen to it at double speed, and it's great. And Bill Burr, no blood harvester. Eugene Schomburg, thank you for the joke of the day. Thank you so much. And again, please hold me to it. I will try to be better to everyone in the chat because I do like the chat. I do. It's who I am now. It's what we do. 80s movie reference. There was an echo. I don't even know. Why'd you say it twice? I didn't. What? That was in like one of the Predators or something. All right. You guys are the schmoopest. I'm going to go, but it wouldn't be right if I left without. And again, the In-Out Water guy is going to clip that, but he's a disingenuous loser. What is this shit? Why do I keep getting logged out of my Dropbox? Who's bootlegging my Dropbox? Saved my. Now I have to use my passkey for Dropbox. Fuck, I do. There you go. All right. Yeah, that's me. Shut up. 6 is in her box. Florgon, I'll call into a show next Sunday and let them know that folks are clamoring to have you on. Please do, Florgon. I love the guy. I fucking, again, like I am stupid loyal and I love me some Anthony Cumia. I do. I really do. Predator 1986. I remember push-ups, but it's an old joke. The best line from Predator, no, from Alien, you ever have sex with 2 women at once? Yeah, your mother and your father. Great fucking joke. His show is him talking to 9-year-old callers from Florida. No, he gets crazy people from Long Island too. He's really good. Not that he wouldn't be. Anthony's great with the callers. He really is. I used to think I was good with callers. You're in hot water. Remember that? Anyway, this is Geno Biscotti reminding you my wife is the bee's knees, the cat's pajamas, and a stupid bit. Oh, she's listening. What? All right. That said, Echo Pineapple. Hi, Geno. Sorry about Shmuel. Me too. I lost 5 gigs from that. Who's Equal Pineapple? Like he's a dabbler, right? Sorry you're late, buddy. You missed it. Saint Ranger, we were giving you props. Are you in here? I'm going to play your thing one more time because it's so good. Saint Ranger, Chendan, my man. Hold on. Present, share screen. Saint Ranger, look at your beautiful handiwork. Go away. Not go away, but here we go. Where'd it go? Ba-boom. Nope. Where'd it go? It's coming. Hold on. I think it's my intrawebs. I'm sorry. It's slow. Echo Pineapple. God knows. God knows what, buddy. I don't know what God knows. Here we go. So as I said, I showed this. Saint Ranger, make this thing dance. And damn if you did. Come on.
Hey, everybody. AI Geno here at Rodney's. Welcome. We've got a great lineup for you tonight.
Thank you, Saint Ranger.
Mario, Keanu, Amanda, Matt, Larry, and Phil. Hey, everybody. AI Geno here at Rodney's.
Although, don't get me wrong, Saint Ranger. It was not lost on me when you did. Nope. Saint Ranger was not lost on me. Why won't it do it? Why won't it? All right, my computer's fucked up. It was not lost on me when you did the one with the Charger one.
Hey, I'm AI Geno. Time to upgrade the look, right? We've got a great lineup tonight. Mario Bosco, Keanu Thompson, and the whole crew. And now, a little dance. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Rodney.
I really did like the Charger colors. I don't think that was a mistake, Saint Ranger. Thank you so much. Where can I No, you can only order. Florgon, let me know if you're on the Patreon. You can only order the entire library from me. And trust me, or you can subscribe to the Patreon at the $10 tier. And if you do that, you get 1 a week. But again, there's some stuff I could never put up there if I wanted to. The pet of the days. You can't put half the pet of the days up there because someone got killed or someone's gay balls are on it. There's 2 or 3 episodes of Aaron Berg in blackface, which I think is brilliant. So you can subscribe to my Patreon. Again, my Patreon, I should put that in the link. Hold on. Which is just, hold on. You can subscribe to my Patreon, which is just /in-hot-water. Control-C, Control-V. And you can use, watch this, and use the code Gary fucking Biscayne 75. If you use that code, people, if you use that code, you get $75, 75% off the first month. So you could literally subscribe to my Patreon. Watch me screw myself. For $2.50, get the $10 tier, watch the 20 episodes of the classic In Hot Water, and then ghost me. Then just fuck me over. But I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Pet of the day was epic. I'll never forget. I said to Garrett and Stephen, just because people are always sending me their cats and dogs. We should do pet of the day. And we meant it to be pet of the day. But what was I thinking that's all it would be? Fucking hysterical. It was, they did terrible things to those animals. All right. That said, Geno Bisconti reminding you that I, along with Amanda Gale, Keanu C. Thompson, Tommy Amato, Terry McNeely, Larry Bay, Matt Mead, and Tommy Jordan, Tojo for you dabblers, will be at, hold on. I'm trying to say Dangerfields, aka Rodney. Watch this. We'll be at Dangerfields, aka Rodney's. There you go. On the 15th. Hopefully, our boy can get away and all that stuff. But there you go. Pet Day was epic. Echo Pine, I couldn't do that too. I don't know what you're doing. Echo Pineapple, you're not good at making yourself clear. I've got God knows. There you go. I think I'm Australian or British or something foreign. All right, I missed that one. I'm sorry, buddy. All right. I couldn't do that to you. Oh, I hope Tommy doesn't bring his secret live streaming glass. I hope he does. Echo, I hope he does. Please. Please. Epstein disinfect unalive himself. Yeah. Epstein did in fact unalive himself, Keanu, to be spared of KB's incessant yapping about Playboard. As far as I know, I'll confirm that tonight. All right. That's it, people. That's the show. I didn't miss any Rumble rants that I know of. And we'll go out the way I love going out with the legendary gathering crowds, people. Shall we? We shall. And on, everyone. I love that he got a classic.